You gotta,
okay.
Press A.
Press A. I was busy watching, sorry.
Is that me on a dinosaur? And how do you move it?
And I'm looking for a controller like this.
Yep. Okay, so this is your moving stick, right? And this is your camera stick.
No, I don't think you need most of this.
How am I doing? Am I doing that?
This is a cutscene.
Right, okay.
Move
I was
around.
going to say I'm moving, do I good?
You're getting there. Or keep going. No. Go to the...
You're like right up Lucky's arse.
Look, I'm kicking her. I don't mean to kick her.
I don't even know how to like show you how to do it.
And then use the camera to turn and stuff.
I was doing that before you told me.
Yeah, well, obviously you were. I don't know.
I'm not helping you.
No, don't. Go back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know. I don't know if they want me to torture you or I'm meant to be helpful.
No, I stop her. I would have liked to torture.
Give us a wiggle.
Oh, she knew all the little flowers.
I knew you would love this. Okay, she knew.
Oh.
Hi everyone, my name is Aisling and I am the producer on Paleo Pines and this is my mummy.
Hi, I'm Anne.
Hi, I'm Tara Whittington and I work for Modus Games, the publisher of Paleo Pines. I currently do social media and PR.
I'm Teresa Wigley, Tara's mom.
Hi, my name's Katie. This is my mum, Ashley. Say hello, Ashley. Hello, Ashley.
Hi, I'm Yaz. I'm an animator on Paleo Pines, and this is my mum.
Hi, I'm Heather. Yes, as well.
And she is going to be playing Paleo Pines for pretty much the first time.
Yay.
Hi, I'm Ellen Plumber. I am a brand manager for Modus Studios, and I have the pleasure of working on Paleo Pines and sharing it with my mom today.
Hi, I'm Susan Hirschberger, and I have spent the last 30 years as an early childhood educator, and I'm looking forward to playing this game.
And we are very excited to play Paleo Pines today. I've talked about the title with her for months and months, and she can't wait because she thinks it's adorable.
So, today we're going to be playing Paleo Pines and this is my mummy's first time playing.
We played this about a week ago. All of our recordings are gone now. That's not my fault. And I'm looking for a controller like this.
Yep.
All right, let's dive in.
Okay.
And then you just type whatever name you want.
Don't know what I want now. Wait.
It's hard.
Hold on.
So this is how the game starts every time?
What would you want to be like? What would you want to be called?
Something cool. Oh, what do you call that? Neo. Neo.
Neo, something good. Like Neo from the Matrix?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty good.
Where?
Okay, and hit confirm.
So I'm going to start a new game.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to have to go over one of my pre-made games.
Oh no, I'm not allowed to pick my own wee person then.
No, you do, but I have to get rid of one of my old saves, but I just use these for socials, and then that one's actually me.
So that one's not good.
You can overwrite Joanne. So,
Okay,
There
the
you go.
adventure begins. Paleo Pines. So she's
Yeah.
Right, okay, let me. So continue.
I don't know how much I'm allowed to help you. I feel like I'm not allowed to help you.
Okay, so
very
that's
much.
obviously skin color.
Yes, and there's wee arrows on either side so you can see like different hues.
Okay.
You know, like people have like undertones, like red undertone or pink undertone or yellow. We've got like one of each of those.
Great.
I don't know what I am.
So
So.
what are we going for? It's like tan.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, this
Have
summer.
gone out recently.
This summer, yeah.
Okay, so eye colour, I take it we go. Oh, I'm liking purple.
Purple, yeah.
Yeah.
You do have the same thing if you hit those wee arrows, you can.
Oh, different sort of shades
Yeah.
of purples?
No, of like. Well, yeah. Yes. Just more
Okay.
colour options
More
and everything. But
colour. No,
purple's
I'm
very
loving
you.
that one.
Yeah.
So, hairstyles.
Hair colour
Oh,
first.
hair colour. Okay. I want to be a girl. Does that happen later? Or
So,
do I press that first one?
What a great question.
Oh.
Thanks. We don't have, so there's no gender.
Okay.
So you can dress yourself feminine or masculine depending on what you want to be, but you don't at any point say like I'm a girl or I'm a boy.
Okay.
And everybody in the game will just be like, "Hi Heather, this is Heather. Heather's doing this. Heather's doing that." Because it's more work. It's more
Very
work
smart.
to make
Never thought of that
it.
one.
Yeah. And then it means you can just play however you want to play rather than having to like.
And it's sort of relevant. No, I can't say that word.
Yeah.
Relevant to
Inclusive, all that good stuff.
what's going on in the world at the moment.
Yes.
So let's see what.
If you would.
Dear, I think I have to go for.
You're going nuts.
Oh,
This is weird to me because when I play as myself. Like I want to look like me.
That's when you get to my age, you want to look like
Okay.
someone else.
Oh.
Okay. Well, yes, let's see.
There's more to your left as well. I don't know if they. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to bring up the
Purple.
grays.
Oh dear.
As you were.
Yes,
So sorry. Didn't mean to. I really like that one. I think it's cool.
No, but you know what you now like. I saw purple hair
Yeah, but I
and
agree.
purple eyes.
The hairstyle, and again, arrows on either side. So there's more. This is where you kind of see that if you wanted to be
Right,
more
yes.
feminine or more masculine, you can pick one that kind of leans one or the other. What is it called? Of course you want to be.
It's the purple eyebrows.
Purple eyebrows are a vibe.
That's
You're actually gonna be.
yes.
I think our programmer actually was really strong about getting baldness in there.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? Lots
For
of
all
there's
those-
lots of people bald out there.
Yeah, 100%. And it's easy to just when you're designing hairstyles, stick a bunch of hairstyles in there and not think to just take all the hairstyles off and
Yeah.
have them bald. Yeah. And when we're animating them, this is how they look.
That was cute.
I like that one too.
It's not like us to like the same
No,
thing.
never agree.
Ever.
But that one's very cute. I really like it. Yeah, I fully get into like, are they gonna be too warm?
I made those.
Yeah, literally. Well, I see when I'm playing a game, the weather outside makes me think about what the weather in the game is
Yeah.
like. If it's warm outside, even when I played with Barbies as a kid, I couldn't put them in long sleeves. If it was sunny outside. I was like, oh, that's good weather.
Big project.
I'm supposed to use my imagination. And this is if you want a full outfit.
Oh.
But I think if you put one on and then hit the blank one, I think it'll go back. Yeah. So if
Ah,
you
right,
try
okay.
stuff on, and again, there's wee arrows for more options.
Chrissy's working hard. Yeah.
A lot of it's farming.
Yeah, and you need trousers because you're on. Oh, that's so good. Because you're on dinosaurs all the
I
time.
know.
Yeah. Okay. Big word.
You didn't even put on. Just
I'm sorry.
You didn't even consider it.
Sorry. It's all about you. You've got to go with this.
Does match.
Confirm. What is your name?
I'm so glad you did the comment. It would have really bothered me if you didn't.
Maths is my thing, not English, so I'm surprised on it. Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Nina Ruskov and I'm the game director of Paleo Pines.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm the audio director on Paleo Pines.
And I'm Cassie. I'm the sound designer, composer, and voice of like a third of the dinosaurs that you hear in the game.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of nice to hear the music this way as well. We've jumped straight into it in summer, which means that we're getting the summer soundtrack, which is probably one of the ones that I like the most, especially for the ranch. It's got like a really nice casual feel to it. Yeah, so jumping straight in summer.
Was this soundtrack done by Scoredraw or was that Cassie?
This was a Scoredraw one. The main one to look out for is The Rain in the Ranch is kind of a reprise. And it's it's very lovely. So we got kind of a mix of Scoredraw and also our implementation of the music system as well, so it's always changing. And we've just been checking on all the dinosaurs, so we're hearing already lots of different noises. A lot of them Cassie.
Who's the Gallimimus?
Cassie is the Gallimimus.
You're the Gallimimus as well, are you, Cassie? Wow. Oh, I was just going to ask you about like all the farming sounds, because of course, you know, besides the dinos themselves, one major part of the game is all of the growing of the crops, watering, tilling, you know, all that sort of stuff.
I guess one of the things that I really love about the farming in particular is you've obviously got this approach where you're riding, so the Gallimimus in this case, to do watering, and they're kind of helping you out, gulping up water and spraying. It's the same you'll see with Lucky later, who does digging to clear the land. But one thing I think people should keep an eye on, or an ear on, is the small dinosaurs and how they actually interact. They've got like this lovely, you can see the tacos, well not anymore, but the tacos will go around and they'll pick up seeds and plant seeds and water plants on their own. I remember being in and some of them just going into the water bowl and just little gulp sounds of these cute little dinosaurs helping on the ranch is lovely for all the farming.
Kind of linking back to the farming a little bit, but also on just exploring the valley. It's nice just hearing these sounds of the dinos like all around you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of makes the space that you're exploring feel a lot more alive, because even if you're not like seeing the dinosaurs, if they blend into the landscape around you, you can hear the sort of happy sounds that they're making, or them interacting with things on their own.
The Seal of Isis, I think that's Cassie, right?
Of course it's Cassie.
Yep.
I think it's obviously we've got the dino sounds. An interesting thing to talk about as well here is the flute, which is probably the most different ways I've recorded a flute ever. I think we've recorded a wooden recorder, a plastic recorder, an actual flute, panpipes, very large panpipes. We kind of went through so many iterations with it, trying to find something quite woody and hollow sounding, but not piercing, a lot softer. That, and I also love the bubbles that come out. The bubbles pop. You can go and follow them and they'll pop in the air, which is very nice. Yeah, and also it's worth saying that everything in this world musically is designed to also play with the flute. So you can just jam with the flute if you want. It's made that you can play along. So I'm hoping that people sort of catch that.
One of the things that took quite a while to really get right, I think, was the dino friend calls, because they needed to be design led, in that we needed to have some dinos that would be easier and some dinos that would be harder to repeat the friend call with. So we actually laid out the notes first and then had to figure out how that was going to sound like a dino.
Yeah. The way that all the calls have come together has been really nice in the end, and kind of, especially like you said, we have this set of notes and we have to figure out where we can take them, not musically, but like in terms of the character of the dinosaur coming through, and then seeing the animation come in to support that has been just like good feeling of completion at that point where you're like, now it's doing the animation to fit the sounds it's making, the notes are fitting, it's all come together very nicely.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope everybody who's watching this video is enjoying it and found that useful. Go check out the game, the demo, wishlist it, pre-order it, tell your friends, all that sort of stuff. And if you have any questions, feel free to join our Discord and pop them in there. Thanks so much, everyone. See ya! Hello
Hello and welcome to Dino Sports Day, where today we will be seeing 3 dinosaurs competing for the title of Ultimate Dinosaur. We have the purple dinosaur, we have the yellow dinosaur, and we have the black dinosaur. Who will be victorious? Who knows? Not I. Right, dinos, time to line up for your first race. Can I get everyone to the starting line along the fence, please? Purple dino is also limbering up. Oh, we're getting some interesting stretches from yellow dinosaur. Interesting. What about purple? Purple, do you have any techniques? Oh, there we go. We're limbering up. We're stretching. Are we ready for the dino race? On your marks, get set, go. Okay, and in the lead we have yellow dino. Purple dino is trailing behind. Black dino, oh no, we have a collision. Black dino's trying to get victorious and yellow dino wins. Congratulations, yellow dino, you won the first race. But although I did suspect some foul play from black dino. So the team at Paleo Pines have in fact cooked 5 different pop-ins for a taste test. So we've obviously got spicy, earthy, fragrant, juicy, crunchy, and we're gonna have Rob taste test them and see if we can see what flavors are in each pop-in. Rob, all I have to do is for you to make Pippin proud. Would you like to try the first one on the left?
Okay, let's start here.
Let's see what flavors.
This one actually looks really nice.
It does look really nice.
This is the one I'm most looking forward to trying.
I notice you're not biting the pepper though.
I will. All right, here goes.
What are you tasting? Is it a bit hot? No? Okay. Are you tasting anything? No, it's good, okay.
Chili and chocolate, I would say.
Perfect, well done.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
The chili?
Yeah. At first it seems really mild, it's quite chocolatey. Very nice. But the heat doesn't really stop coming.
I wonder what kind of chili's in it.
You're asking a lot there.
Well, what would you give it out of 10?
Oh, 10 out of 10. This is
10 out of 10, perfect.
I did this whole thing.
Okay, perfect.
That's very good. I'm even going to have a nibble of this.
Oh.
What? Good stuff.
Perfect.
All right, next. What have we got here?
That's up to you to figure out.
Looks crunchy to me.
I like the colours of it.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. Well, popping stuff usually looks good. Pippin stuff. Okay.
Pippin is very talented.
It's dense.
Sounds crunchy.
What on earth is that?
Well, are you tasting any notes of anything? Is it?
Yeah, there's notes. There's notes. I haven't got a clue, but it's not something that it tastes like turmeric.
That's very close.
Is it?
Yeah, that's very close to what it actually is.
Well, it certainly tastes yellow.
You'd put turmeric in it, if that's any help.
Well, that could be anything. Well, not anything. No, I don't know. But it sort of tastes like kedgeree. Which you probably shouldn't. Anyway.
It's actually curry.
Right.
It's curry flavoured.
Yeah. It's distressingly so. Well, right,
Is it good? Listen, I'm tempted to taste these afterwards. You're mean. Pippin can maybe hire you to be their spokesperson.
I'm going to have this pretzel though. I'm stealing that. That's good.
So far you've got one. Do we give turmeric?
I'm moving on now.
Okay.
Let's see. Presumably.
Maybe you should smell them. Maybe that might help.
I don't really have a sense of smell or taste.
Oh, okay.
Especially not after that one.
No smell at all.
Oh yeah, it has a smell. I don't think I'm turning out to not be very good at identifying things. All I know is they're nice.
I think that's all Pippin would want.
Yeah. Okay. Getting a bit nervous, but... Toothpaste?
Perfect, well done! You got it straight away.
Oh yeah, you would.
It's like someone squeezed a tube on top of there.
That one's not as nice.
Went back for a second bite though, I do appreciate it. I appreciate the effort.
Yeah, it has to be eaten to be believed, really. Okay.
Number 4.
Okay. Sweet, presumably.
Smell test seems to be working.
No. No, I didn't smell toothpaste. I should have guessed. Okay. That's just plain nice. Not a clue. There's definitely something there. It's not
Does it
salsa.
taste sweet or?
Yeah.
I think there's a clue in the name of the poppin.
Well, if it's a sweet poppin, but I mean, that's not much of a clue.
It's a juicy poppin.
Oh, it's a juicy poppin. So that one must be. Okay, so no, I don't know.
It's. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
It's Ribena. So like black currants.
It's nice. I recommend it. I'd never have guessed that. Never have guessed that. Okay.
Final one. You've
Last
got
one.
this. I think this one looks the most interesting out of all of them.
It looks great. Here we go.
Oh, it's crumbling.
It's green on the inside as well.
Oh, is it?
The bits.
What one do you think this is?
That's quite crunchy. Surprisingly crunchy.
This is the crunchy poppin.
Yeah. Yeah, more than it looks. As for taste, I've got no idea. What's crunchy? No, I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. I have no idea what that is.
Cheese and onion crisps.
Really?
Gives a good crunch though.
Yeah, it gives it a crunch.
Which one would you say is your favourite one?
Okay, easily the chili and chocolate one is the best.
Oh wow.
The toothpaste one is the worst. But they're all perfectly edible. I think Pippin gets a bad name.
Pippin does
I
get a bad
recommend
name.
These poppins.
Can you tell us more about who Italic Pig are, the team behind Paleo Pines?
Italic Pig, we started about 10 years ago with a game called Schrodinger's Cat and the Raiders of the Lost Quark. It was a quantum physics action adventure game in a time before science was cool. But that was the point of it. I wanted to make a game where it was like what all the stuff that is so mentally, cerebrally cool is actually visibly cool as well, visually. We released that game. We moved on to a game about Renaissance art. We did a game that was in VR. It's called called the Infinite Hotel. It's about a hotel with an infinite number of floors, and you're the elevator operator.
So can you tell me a little bit more about the initial inspiration or like the concept behind Paleo Pines?
It was from a game jam originally, wasn't it? So it kind of started off with like a load of people having fun for it to become something quite fun, if you get me.
One of the artists for Italic Pig at the time, her name's Jordan Bradley. She's been a lifelong paleo artist, paleo enthusiast. She drew this concept, a picture of someone sitting on top of a Parasaurolophus with farming equipment and saddlebags, and somebody else at that same game jam modeled an early version of Lucky.
I think it was Ryan, wasn't it?
It was Ryan Lockwood, yeah. It got tweeted and it exploded.
Yeah.
And in fact, it made the movement toward turning an idea into a game so simple. We were the company in the right position. Northern Ireland was the right place to make it. The support from Northern Ireland Screen was there. The support from the paleo community was there.
Yeah.
And so all those things came together, in this perfect storm. And so Paleo Pines started in, would have been September 2019.
Oh wow, a long time ago then.
Yeah.
Just before COVID hit.
Yeah. The team was probably, I'd say we were about 10 to 12.
At the time, yeah.
At the time?
It was quite small.
Quite small team.
It's grown, like it went up to 30.
Oh wow.
At one point, yeah, it grew really quickly, especially over COVID.
Yeah.
And we were all working remotely. It just started to explode, and I guess obviously the community that like followed us from that initial tweet just grew.
So were there any like specific games or anything that you've kind of taken any inspiration from, any kind of ideas from, anything that influenced, I suppose, the development of Paleo Pines, like anything you wanted to add into the game? So not maybe like what necessarily influenced the dinosaurs, but what influenced like the gameplay and things?
I think whenever we were looking at the initial, like in those really early development stages, like we always spoke about what are the core pillars of Paleo Pines, and those pillars were like based off a sense of adventure, harmony, that type settler, farmer, rancher, almost like survival of the kindness type world. I know that Nina, our director, speaks quite a lot about that sense of wonder as a child, like that we all had at some point, where you used to go out for the day and not come home until you were told, till your mommy was shouting out the door to telling you to come in. And that idea of like going out and exploring and not knowing what's around every corner. So we wanted to kind of keep it like that weird, like nostalgic feeling of childhood summers and having that time almost like out in the wild where you knew nothing really was going to hurt you.
Yeah.
But there was always like that sense of what can I discover, and that imaginative sort of element of it.
Yeah, the whole idea of, like you mentioned, survival of the kindest, and that, I mean, that feeds into the lore of the whole world. But what we wanted was absolute stress-free, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of games out there that are laid back instead of lean forward. That it's not intense. We wanted the feeling that you could play it the way you want to.
Yeah.
And the idea, as you said, these free and easy childhood summers, that to me comes from this. We kind of put lines down saying, well, nothing's going to harm you, nothing's going to eat you, the people aren't going to cheat you, you don't have sneaky, you're not going to get robbed by bandits, you're not going to get eaten by something.
Goblins.
So but I mean, there's plenty of things where somebody says, who's the antagonist, who's the bad guy?
Yeah.
And the only bad guy is time. I mean, I don't know, like not enough time in the day to do all the things you want to do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And also, I suppose neglect of your crops occasionally, but even then you harvest the seeds back and you start again. So it's all about a genuine feeling of the day is yours. And
I love that.
Yeah.
It's very carpe diem, seize the day.
Yeah.
So do you have any anecdotes or any interesting stories about like the early development, anything that you can like really hold quite fond is or anything?
I just remember like one of the really early stages of development. It's quite a funny story. We had like, I think it might have been like 2 or 3 weeks of ongoing discussions whether poo should be a thing. Do you remember that?
I do,
and
yes.
there was actually like group meetings.
Full debates.
Like full debates. Should the dinosaurs poop? And what should the poop look like? Because we wanted it to be like
again, very cutesy, very like no kind of
bad things, I
suppose. But yeah, I remember even during those initial stages of the design, one of our artists, I remember Britt, so Brittany Bailey was with us at the time, and we had her model all these different types of poo and all these like different colours, all these different sizes, and then we like went into full-on discussions, and then Britt actually left us like mid-development.
Not because of that.
No, not because not
didn't go with her direction.
No, not because of the poo, but still to this day, I remember like even like she'll probably sit and watch this interview, like she'll be like that's a really dear memory of making the game, because we obviously got poop over the line and it's now fertilizer and it's got a purpose, but she always like till this day she'll be like, I did the poop.
I love that, that's so good.
She pushed to get it in.
And looking back at the game's origin and early stages of development, what are you both most proud of with Paleo Pines in general, like surrounding the whole thing?
Well, first of all, I'm proud as hell that we got there.
Yeah.
That in itself is achievement for anyone. We've had a number of games that have looked good and then been sunsetted by the publisher, or that we've taken down a path and then it's changed path and then it's lost its way. And so with Paleo, I would say what it is now is very much a snapshot of what it was at the beginning. If it was absolutely the same, I'd be surprised. But it's still, many of the same characters, many of the same dinosaurs, the style, the ethos, the feeling of comfort, the survival of the kindest, all these things were the core, and they remain the core, and they have become the thing that I think has attached us to so many people in the community.
Oh, definitely,
Because you get people who are like, I've always wanted to play a dinosaur game, but everyone out there is vicious.
That was what I said.
So how do you make? I want to give a Tyrannosaurus a hug. Or a
I want to pet them.
Why couldn't I? And so that feeling with that, and the narrative and the community and all the pieces that have gone into it, it's a really good story, and it feels nice to play. And the other piece of enjoyment I'd say I'm proud of is that there's members of the team who could very well be sick of dinosaurs after 4 years, and they are not. And they're like, I have put 120 hours into my game, don't tell anybody that. I just told you, I won't tell you who it was.
I can't even lie, I think I have more than 120 hours at this point.
I know, there was like a moment in development that I just think back so like proud of the team, because it is still quite a small team. We started off as like 10 and we grew to 30, and obviously in any development people will come and go, but like a lot of the core team have stuck around, or a lot of us are still in contact and stuff, and you can see that everyone has poured their heart and soul into this game.
Yeah.
And like there was a moment like where we started to look at the art direction, because like Kevin said, the game's just chopped and changed so much, and you can see influence from probably nearly everybody in the team in the game.
Yeah.
It's been such a collaborative process, but kind of off the back of that initial reaction that we got from the game jam and that picture that went up on Twitter, we created our first level, or like our first look at what the 3D level would look like.
Yeah.
And that was our main menu screen.
Yeah, I love the main menu
Where
screen.
you can see the rolling hills of the valley, you can see like a dino kind of scutter off into the back, you've obviously got your character and Lucky, but I remember whenever we first saw that as a team, we were like, wow.
Were there tears?
I remember all of us being like, this is going to be good. Like that was the moment where all the pieces for all the different departments came together in one screen, and it was the first time everyone saw it properly for what it could be, and we were just like, this is insane. And that's before we even really got into level design on the valley or any of the other levels. It was like the first time we'd actually seen it as a game.
Yeah.
And I just remember like all of us thinking, this is so good. Like
And
we're so proud of ourselves. Like we're so happy that it looks like this, and this is what we've created, and like we should all be very proud of ourselves. And that image went out on social media again, and it got a massive reaction. And I remember like a lot of the team shared it with friends and family, and it was just such a moment of like, we've got this. Like I think back on that, it's probably one of the more prouder moments I think I've been.
the biggest, most ambitious thing we've ever done, and it's happened in the face of, it's been rough seas. There have been times that we've had rough seas. And so we've steered the ship out the other side, and we've got something that looks and sounds and feels amazing, and gives people the right feels that we want to give it. We don't feel like we've skimped on anything. We don't feel like we've cheated ourselves. And so to come out the other end of tricky times and be proud of what we've accomplished instead of just relieved that it's over, that in itself is a huge achievement for a team like this.
And like I remember playing the game after milestone deliveries and thinking, oh my god, like this is really
we did this.
Like, this is so good. And again, I'm just so proud of the team, to be honest, because I think we've got such a good bunch from the beginning to the end. Everyone that's kind of come and gone, they've just been an absolute delight, like, to work with.
That's so funny. That's all the questions I have for both of you. So thank you very much.
Look how cute I look. We're here, Paleo Pines.
Oh, it even says Teresa.
Oh, lucky. It's exactly how I imagined. It does. It says my name up there.
You gotta,
Okay.
press A.
Press A. I was busy watching, sorry. Okay, now what? Well, maybe not exactly. I mean, it's a little run down, but... Oh, you're right. We'll definitely make it work. She's looking all around.
Isn't she cute?
Okay. I'm taking it in too, sorry.
No, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what we want.
Okay. Hold down to dismount.
Hold B down to dismount, yeah.
Okay. Don't want to dismount.
You can.
Look, I'm kicking her. I don't mean to kick her.
Oh, you have to hold it down to get off.
Oh, how cute. I'm stretching. Phew, today was long, but we made it. Well done, Lucky. Alright. And hit A. Press A to pat Lucky's nose.
I didn't tell you you could pet Lucky.
Okay, A. Oh. Here, let me grab you a treat. You must be hungry. Oh, how cute. Press Y to open your inventory. Wait, I'm not finished looking around.
You have time, don't worry.
Select the cupcake and press A to place it into your hands.
Did you read that?
Juicy poppin'. A juicy poppin' to whet the appetite.
Yeah. Press A.
There you
go. Oh.
Press A to give Lucky a treat. Oh! She knew all the little flowers.
I knew you would love this.
Okay, oh, sorry girl, that was the last one. Okay, now what? Oh. Well, I didn't eat them all. Where's she going?
You'll see.
Am I supposed to follow her? Use left to move up and R to look around.
Okay, so this is your moving stick.
Right.
And this is your camera stick.
So I can look around.
Yeah. Whoop.
Whoop, whoop, slow down.
So you're gonna move.
How do I back?
You just move. Look.
You gotta turn that off.
No,
okay.
This is part of it.
Okay, wait.
It's a little different than the games you're
Woo,
used to.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. Okay, slow down.
You're used to like automatic camera angles, but this is really nice because you can see the entire.
I know, this is cute. Oh, okay. I'm looking around.
Your character is so cute.
I'm okay to do that for a second.
Yeah, walk around with her though.
Oh, the widow house.
Do you think that's your house?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
Uh-oh, something's falling in front of the ladder. Maybe Lucky can help. Okay.
Oh, you need Lucky.
I know, I'm going to get Lucky.
Oh, okay. And then, so a little trick when you're walking like that, you can turn your camera around.
Oh, so I can find Lucky better?
Yeah. So like, why is it so close to you? There we go.
Thank you. I didn't know how to adjust it. Okay. Oh, it looks cozy, just like your old sleeping patch. Okay. I want it kind of, like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait, where is she going?
You press
Look, there's even a dreamstone. Before you sleep, though, would you mind giving me a hand with the ladder? Well, sure. She's gonna help. It'll be quick, I promise. Approach Lucky and hold down A to mount. Okay.
You got it. Oh, you're petty.
Oh. Okay.
There you go. Good
Oh,
job.
how cute!
Isn't that cool? That's how you get on her.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, turn your camera to face the back of you. Do you get it?
No.
There you go.
Got it.
Now right over to the house.
I know. Okay. Cute. What?
You got this. You're doing great.
Okay. Press A to clear the debris. Okay. Well, you go, Lucky. Oh, I got stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Told you it would be quick.
I got stone. Told you it would be quick. Okay, you ready for me?
Sorry, I'll let you read your captions.
Okay, now, so to get down, I hold A. Right?
It's B to get off.
Oh.
Hold down B. But it was A to mount, you were right.
Good night, Lucky, for real this time. But I don't want to go to sleep. Okay, I guess I should check out the house. Approach the ladder and press A to go to bed. What would you like to do? A diary, save your progress, or bed, start a new day? We want to start a new day, right?
Yeah, go to sleep.
Okay. Oh, I just pushed B.
It's okay. You're good. It's still there.
Oh.
Is that not so
Sleeping, yes. Oh, okay. It's a new day.
Welcome to another installment of NPC quotes. So we're going to be asking Neve and Aisling here some quotes from some of maybe some villagers that you might have met before, and we're going to see if they know who said the quote. So buzz in if you think you know who said it, and we're going to see who's going to win. Okay. So the first quote is, "I'm a big supporter of slow fashion."
Orani?
Yes, perfect. Well done. Okay, second quote. "Your mind is like a farm. Think of your thoughts as seeds. You can choose to grow fruit over
Granny
weeds."
Agami?
Yes, Granny Agami is right. Well done. "I will indeed bite if you don't hold that tongue, young man."
Granny again?
Yes, Granny again. Well done. Granny scares me a little bit.
Such a word into my head. I was like, what?
I'm a bit worried you're going to go through the table. "I was certain you would succeed. I was brilliant from the sidelines and you were brilliant."
Oh, Owen?
Yes, Owen, indeed. I did get that wrong halfway through, but we're going to keep going. Not crunchy at all.
Pippin?
Yes, Pippin is right. See, you're absolutely flying through this.
Yeah, we got this.
You've got this. You have this in the bag. Don't worry, we've got this. "I don't know if it's the same where you're from, but here trees are incredibly special to all of us."
Marlowe?
Yes, the love of my life, Marlowe. "I tried one and it wasn't as wretched as I thought it was going to be."
You okay?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. This is a pure guess. Avery?
Nope, not Avery.
I'm gonna guess because they're close friends. Marlowe, maybe?
No, it was Pippin.
Oh.
Whenever I think they make the new flavoured poppins.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And that's just a guess, so. You can just hold your herbivore, Sonny Jim.
Granny?
Yes, Granny again. Granny has some absolute belters. "One should never embark on a journey without cake." True, by the way.
I'm going to say Granny again.
No, not Granny.
Maybe Mari?
No.
So we've said Granny, we've said Pippin, we've said Mari, Marlowe?
Zara.
I would never have that.
I see you've got yourself a journal. Did Owen give you that? That's so Owen.
Mari?
Yes, Mari. Oh dear, it's so hard for me not to do it in the accents I give them. Splendid. I hope that's the last time I wake up to droppings on my doorstep.
Oh. It's Owen?
Yes, it was Owen. I could see you were sat there and I was like, God, you've got this.
I remember that one. I remember that quest.
Well, if you don't have a plan, I can't give you one.
That's quite...
Sounds like something I say to my husband.
That's a wee bit sassy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Freya?
Okay, yeah, it was Freya.
Yeah.
Perfect. You know, I tried eating some of Coralyn's herbivore food once. That's why I'm not that keen to try new things.
Oh, Pippin?
Yes, Pippin. Pippin's right. Like my dear sweet mama used to say, you never know when you'll need a turnip.
Granny?
Yeah. No, wait. No, it wasn't. Sorry, my bad.
Pippin again?
No. Do you want to have one more guess?
Eeyore?
It was Owen.
I thought he liked potatoes more. Okay.
There I go again, forgetting what I was supposed to be remembering. Surprisingly, it wasn't me that said this.
He's forgetful.
Oh,
Go on, you've got this.
maybe Pippin?
No.
Or honey?
No.
I would know. That's a hard
Mary.
Oh.
Yeah. Mary said it.
Owen is the brains of the operation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mary's definitely the brawn. Trust me, this will taste way better than my furniture.
Marla?
Yes, it was Marla. Well
I
done.
was going to say Pippin, but I was actually not. It's like too obvious.
I don't think Pippin would maybe eat furniture. Might not be crunchy enough.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that, they like what they make, you know?
Yeah.
So congratulations to Neve. Neve, you are a winner. Well done, Neve. You managed to get most of the quotes right, so well done. Paleo Pines has a distinct visual style and art direction. Can you discuss how the game's art was conceived and developed during production?
Things have developed a lot, like when it comes to the homes and the environments that we see now. Obviously they weren't the same as what they were while we were first developing the world of Paleo, but the essence of that cute nostalgic kind of welcoming world is still there. It's just that warm, friendly, cute world that you don't have to worry about.
Definitely. And has the style kind of changed at all? So I know you started off with a cutesy kind of design, but was there any way, did you ever want to have more ferocious dinosaurs, or has it always kind of been?
No, it's always been that cute style, but when it comes to how that comes across, the concepts to 3D, that has developed. Things like foliage, flowers, the world itself has completely developed and changed. Even from the original concept of the houses, we've chopped and changed.
Yeah.
We've added more detail. Owen's house was quite sturdy, rigid, how he was, but it just didn't feel real or lived in whenever you're actually playing the game and exploring it. And same with the characters. The characters have been developed a lot. They were initially designed with that 2D kind of eye style.
Yeah.
But that just didn't go with our dinos, and it just didn't encapsulate it very well. And developing stuff like the NPCs, we had extra concept artists come in and kind of help with that, and it's just, I think it's translating to everything to make the world feel whole. Or trees. They went through 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 5 iterations of trying how do we make something look and feel like the style of Paleo.
Yeah. The game's dinos and characters have a charming and distinct design. Can you share any process behind their visual development? So how did it start off? Did you make anything the head first or the body, or how did you kind of decide how to go about designing them?
I wasn't part of the initial concept creation for them. A lot of the characters got the same body feels. There was no hand, the hands are this, but it's still kind of encapsulated. It's that cute kind of easy style. Not a lot of detail, but over time we've added bits of detail just to make them stand out a lot more.
Can you tell us more about the visual effects in Paleo Pines? Was it challenging to marry the style? Can you share some insight into maybe the techniques and elements that you use to make it more dynamic and immersive?
that'll be my area, right? It was a challenge, especially like the water shader and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Was possibly one of, in 30 years, the most complex shader I've ever built. There were so many requests, but the reference was very specific. Like it was like, we want this sort of manga effect, but we also want this sort of soft style, but and it just kept bloating out and like, oh, we want this picture, we need this little bit.
Yeah.
It was really fun to work on, and I was really proud with the final effect of it.
Well, that's really good.
It's beautiful. It's come across really well.
I've actually heard a lot of people saying about how the elements and stuff like the water and even like the way the world moves and looks, it makes them feel like it's actually like them in the world, which is really, really nice to see.
Like, it's impacted it so much. Stuff like the effects of the waterfalls.
Oh, yes, they're beautiful.
Level designers and I we added rocks and stuff jutting out of the waterfalls, but Tor added these little like splashes.
Oh, I love
and
that.
It's just like it's the little things that just like make it like sparkly.
Especially whenever you're playing it and you see those kinds of like little splashes, you're like, oh, they added that in.
There was a lot of time put into also speeding stuff up.
Okay.
So when it first came in, there were like god rays and mist and fog and things like that were just killing everything. So that was quite a challenge to get that back to being still visually pleasing, but could run on things like Switch and Western.
I can imagine getting things on the Switch was quite difficult. Can you share any favourite pieces of art or visual effects from Paleo Pines and what makes them special to you?
Oh, definitely the river. The river effects I was very happy with. The final output based on what the reference was. I was like, because when I was first given it, I was just like, whew, okay.
That's a big order.
But we got there in the end, and it looks really lovely in the game.
What about you? Do you have any favourite pieces of art from the game?
From concept to finish, I worked on a lot of the clothing designs for the character.
They're incredible.
Thank you. But like things like the little strawberries.
Yes, they're a personal favourite.
But I think because I wanted things to like seem more collectible than others. I think that it suits the world of Paleo. Jacob designed some of the forest and desert outfits, but I went across with like colour and pattern.
Yes.
And it just like, and then modelling most of that, and it was just like, I think it just feels more...
The clothes are incredible, like even the little raincoat and everything, you just see them and you're like, it just suits the world so well. Is there anything that you wish you could implement or visual effects that, if there was no barriers, like no cost barriers, no nothing, what would you like to put in the game?
I would like to have taken the shooting star stuff further.
Oh, I heard about
that is very special. It's very cute.
I wasn't asked to do it. This was literally when
That's what makes it special.
Yes.
When I'd finished all the other tasks and I had basically downtime, I was like, oh, there's things. I kept adding things. I was like, this would be pretty. And I wanted falling stars.
That would have been beautiful.
If you saw where the shooting star went, I wanted it so that you could go on an exploration and find a fallen star, which would then unlock something.
Oh, stop.
But I built more
please.
bits, and the thing is, there just wasn't time to implement it fully. But we still kept the shooting stars. Oh yeah, it'd be Paleo too, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah. But like the thing is, like we would want a lot more VFX.
Yeah.
You know, a lot more stuff the player can interact with in the future. I think, there's no limit. There's no limit
That's
to the
the thing,
ideas.
no limit. And if, Paleo Pines 2 does happen, which it will. No, that's everything. Yeah, fingers crossed. That's everything, guys. Thank you so much for your time and
Thanks for having us.
You can go.
Thank you.
Oh, it's Marlo. What's he do?
He's like a carpenter. Yeah, so he makes things out of wood.
Is that wee lady very small?
She's tiny.
I was going like, Marlo's huge.
Look at the size of her though in comparison to
I
you.
know, it's like, I'm enormous, but he's like even more enormous. He takes care of it. He looks like a wee twin, yes. Give him a stick or a log and he can... So if I click sticks and logs and give them to him, he makes stuff?
Yeah.
What's it do? Do I have to pay him?
Yeah.
He calls me like, happy house warmer to you from strong roots, calm ripe fruits. Well, Marlo. Just when I think you couldn't be any nicer, you go and outdo yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. So he gave me a present. Yeah.
Yeah, so he
gives
give you some tools.
As soon as I turn this one way around and show you how to use them. Also, Grammy's going to come over and help me. But now, something stop by my stall and I have something for you. Okay. Okay. Where's the stall? We go talk to that person that's wandering about.
Yeah. You can talk to anyone you want.
We're just going to stalk her now.
You have to hit click.
Oh. Wait.
It's too quick for you.
She's a bit fast, isn't she? No, that way. Oh, no. Oh, there's another person. Wait. Get off the top of my head.
Do you remember what I told you?
Wait.
Forward zooms in, back zooms out, and then...
How do I get down?
Just hit W. Are you stuck? Are you in an invisible wall? Hit... Go left. Use this button. Are you stuck? Okay, here you go.
On the path. Person. Is that person in a bush?
No, it's not in a bush.
Oh, person.
You can talk to them. Just click.
Oh,
beast mode.
Why did he call me a beast mode?
Beast.
What the hell? Come back here and explain yourself, stranger. What the hell does beast mode mean? Come back. I see. Oh, A's not going to move me anywhere, sure doesn't.
A doesn't do anything.
No, come on, we gotta find out what beast mode means. How do I get out of the bushes? Come back. Right, wait.
I think go get some herbivore food for Lucky and let's go back to the ranch.
Where do you think you get it?
You need to go to Corlin. Remember what I told you about the mouse? That's you.
Nope. Why am I running in the grass when there's that woman again? So
why are you obsessed?
Come back. Oh, nice. There's another woman up there. How do I move towards the person that called me beast mode?
Why are you obsessing over beast mode?
Well, like, some man never comes up and says beast mode. Yeah. There has to be an excuse for this crap. Except this man says anything weird to me. Wait now. Don't you have somewhere to be? Yeah, tell me. Where? Come back.
Yeah, they're randos. We call those randos.
Well, like randos could say beast mode, do you?
Yeah.
For no apparent reason.
You know, chat to Marlo.
Wow, yeah. Nice to see you again. Okay. Keep forgetting about that nice. Hopefully you're stopping and well. Can I do anything for you? Oh. What do you think?
It's up to you. It's your plan.
Maybe leave?
Yeah.
I don't.
If you go over to the next stall, Corlin. So if you go to this baldy guy.
Oh, I see him.
It's funny because you're like moving in your seat to like move.
I can't get over to him.
Yes, you can. I believe in you. You've got this.
No, look, I'm moving there again.
Remember, zoom in.
Oh, right.
Go left.
If I just look at him.
Mm-hmm. Do I go back to your ranch?
Do I go up this path?
No. Well, you can if you want, but that's not how you get home.
Do you know what? We're going up for nosy soon.
Smoke.
Alright, come on, hold on. Like, seriously? Nope. Can you pick flowers?
Some, but not those ones.
Okay. Things to do, people to see. Oh, another person. Who runs this place? What? Party? What happened?
You
What
just,
is this?
You just lifted out a tool.
Where from?
Your inventory.
How did I put it back?
The wee right click. There you go.
Okay. That's so handy, but if I ever needed a tool.
Yeah, you've got to. That's what Marley. That's what Marlo give you.
I should go and hit that person and call me a beast mode.
With your hoe. Just smack him over the head with your hoe.
Yep. Move. I've got a hoe. Let me walk you home and see. Is he going to walk me home?
Yeah.
I see. Oh, sounds good. Happy days. He's coming to fix the house.
Guys, I'm Yaz. I'm an animator on Paleo Pines.
Hello, and I'm Neve, and I'm a programmer on Paleo Pines. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're gonna look at some footage from Paleo Pines and talk about farming.
Ooh, farming. Look at his little wiggle. Genital.
Come on. Oh, yeah, this song is my favorite. Just the combination of little tail wiggle as you walk.
Yeah.
Just, it feels so cute, but also just like the kind of clumps of dirt that are coming out. Like, you know that like that horn is just digging in. You're getting through so many different tiles that you're tilling through versus if you just did it yourself.
She's made a little heart.
It's so cute.
She's so cute.
You know, there's the type of player who'll just mass farm the whole ranch and optimize it, and then it's like, oh, but what if I made it cute? You do both.
The fact that the Gallimimus, like all the other ones, if you watch them, they like scoop it into their like bottom jaw, which obviously would make a lot of sense. That's how they would do it. Watch the Gallimimus; he drowns himself. It's the most
fully submerged.
Yeah, neck and all, he just fully dips his entire face under there.
That's my favorite thing about the animations is that they're so key to the dinosaur. Like each dinosaur does it in a slightly different way.
Later on we'll probably see a wee bit of it, but like the companions doing the seeding themselves and stuff. I don't know, I really enjoy it. I like the little jobs that you have to do, the little meticulous tasks.
Yeah, it's calming. I think it also, you know, seeding isn't something that uses up stamina, so it's something you can kind of do freely, you know? Whereas, you know, all the other kind of larger, tedious tasks are something that your dinosaurs can help you with while riding them. I love the different stages of the crops. I think, you know, the art team does such an amazing job of, like, the way that they all grow and that you can kind of just tell when they're ready. Like, little sparkles. It's like, that's prime harvesting time.
Are those tomatoes, like the taller ones?
They might be. Oh,
I'm not
sure.
They give
Yeah.
the farm such like a lush feel, like there's so much vegetation growing and it's all sprouting up and it's as tall as the player is.
Yeah. I also love how interlinked the kind of system of the farming is because, as you'll see, like when you harvest the crops, they leave soil behind, and they have like a depletion soil. So when you harvest a crop, it'll leave a different type of soil behind than the one that you harvested it from. So it kind of encourages you to like rotate your crops. Like, oh, it's left behind this type of soil. What plant thrives best in this? So you're not kind of always growing carrots all the time, the whole game. It's like, oh, but I could swap out for this for this crop and grow this thing, which is really fun to change things up.
Yeah.
That's why the dinos are so handy, is that, you know, when you do harvest and you need to retill the soil, it's just so easy when you have a friend to help you out.
Yeah. And that's definitely like a quality of life improvement you'll see when you're playing as well, that when you get that dino, suddenly farming is such a quicker part of your morning, and also better use of your stamina can go somewhere else.
Yeah, I think that just feeds into the game in general, that it's a game about community. You know, not just community with, you know, the NPCs and the people that you meet, but also with your dinosaurs, that they're, you know, they're part of your family. It's too hard to do all this alone. You need someone else to help you out.
Yeah.
Oh, so here's the hubs. So as you see, when you put them down, it'll give you like a little symbol that'll show you which tiles are going to be affected by this little tiny hub. And then you can, you know, open it up, put some seeds inside. And then you go over and you get your flute out and you talk to one of your little guys, your little friends.
This is the twins, I think. Jelly Bean and someone. Katie's gonna be mad, I can't remember.
Oh. We know your dinosaur names, you know, they're like your children. We wouldn't forget. No.
No.
So yeah, you play
Lola!
yeah, Jelly Bean Lola, of course. You assign them to this hub, and now they know that that's where they can go to work if they feel like it. They won't be all the time. They won't like always run around and do that. But you know, when they feel like doing some work, they'll run up, get some seeds. Oh, there we go. Feeling like doing some jobs.
This taco run is so adorable. Oh, little scratch.
Little scratch, little peck.
I could just sit and watch this part all day long because it really gives you that feeling of like the dinos have their own little lives and their own little brains, you know?
Yeah. Oh. And they can level up by doing that for you too, so they just get better at it. They're so skilled.
I love that Lola's in the background like, no,
not feeling it.
I don't want to. I'll watch. You guys look like you're having fun, but I don't want to take part.
Sometimes a dino just needs a chill day, you know?
Exactly. So this has been our little farming reaction video. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Neve, our amazing pro. I'm Yaz, animator. If you would like to, we would love it if you would wishlist Paleo Pines on Steam, and you can play our demo. It's available right now on Steam as well. And if you want to follow us on socials, we'll catch you there. Bye.
Bye.
Ashley has some controversial opinions about Granny Agami.
She didn't like me. I don't know what I did. I always say something in a past life, but she doesn't like me.
Sorry. Sorry to the Granny Agami stands.
Stubborn and steadfast.
Yeah. Press A. Just press A. Yay!
Look at that.
You got 5 carrots! That's why I like this game compared to like other like farming sims, because a lot of the time you'll like plant 1 carrot and get 1 carrot back, and that's yeah. Now you have enough carrots to give to Granny.
But I want to water my other crops first.
Okay.
So...
And you can plant more carrots if you want.
Yeah. I need to go give the carrots to
your best friend, Granny Agami. Can't believe you have beef with Granny Agami.
Oh, lucky for a post.
After we do this, I'm gonna show you my ranch.
Ooh, okay.
I'll show you my children. Those are what my children are! By birth. What?
I knew I
They're tiny. Where are you going, Pell Plaza? In there. There's Owen. Pencil behind his ear. What a nerd. And Corlin. And Marlo. Apart from Granny. Well, Pippin wanted to speak to you. If you do this, you can... Oh wait, never mind. I don't know anything.
Look at that. You remind me of me when I was talking
No.
Ooh. Oh, why did you have me running around looking for them? Growing them? I'm back. Well, what about you at friends or anything?
We love Corlin. Ew. Really?
Exploration is a pillar of Paleo Pines. Level design is crucial in creating that engaging, immersive experience. How did you approach designing the levels to do this?
Well, to keep like stuff engaging, you have to make sure that there's lots to do and there's lots of secret things to explore.
Yeah.
And the way we did that is by kind of like making levels a bit more gradual, where you'd have to unlock certain skills to get to certain parts.
Yeah.
And you can't like go into a level and see all of it in one go. You'd have to like, hey, maybe I need to bring a smasher to see this area, or maybe I need to bring a slasher. And then there's also a lot of like more like little secret areas that kind of make it more interesting to discover and just walk around. And I was actually, Yaz earlier said that she found an area in the forest that she had never seen before, but she has been playing it for so long.
I love
and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's nice to have little secret areas to work with.
I think like another point is the fact that each level is completely different, but within each level there are completely different fields of areas. Like in the valley, like Owen's area is so much different to Mary's.
Oh yeah.
Different trees, different plant life. Like in the forest, we've got like Marlows, which is like your like gorgeous like sequoia trees, and it's like kind of like that's like deep forest with like loads of pines, and then Granny Agamis is like your I always describe it as like Lord of the Rings Hobbit vibes, because that's how I like when working on that and designing that, it was just like it's just like I love Lord of the Rings, but it's just that cutesy cottagecore like vibes.
Yeah, you're not walking around in an area that feels similar the entire time.
I think that's what I really enjoyed. Like I enjoyed going into the different, like going into the Viridian Valley, and it was all the different flora and stuff, and then going into Dapplewood, and it's like the different mushrooms, and even like all the different, like just everything was so.
Yeah.
It's just so nice to have such a diverse place, because it makes you want to go and explore more and say like, oh well, I can go and find this as well.
And it's dino placement too.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
It's like honestly like, oh, maybe there's a new dino in this different place.
I think that also is part of making the levels very engaging, is like trying to figure out where you put a certain dino, how will that impact the rest of your game. You need to get it, so like how are you going to get it, but also things like making sure that sometimes a dino is maybe in a different area during certain weather, that kind of stuff, just to make it feel a bit more alive. And
I actually quite like that, because I was playing the game, and one of the dinos that's usually as soon as you go out of your home plot was down by the water, and then I found out that they go there on the hot days, and I was like, I love that. That's so like it adds such a nice little like it's so thoughtful, and it makes you feel like, oh well, the dinosaurs actually have personalities, and you know, they enjoy different things at different times.
They need a drink.
Exactly. I love it. And I have my own question as well. With the houses and stuff, did you both design the houses then that the NPCs lived in? And
not the original concepts for the houses. We had some of the original artists. Rubes and Jordan had a lot of thought process and everything behind some of the original designs, like Mary's and Owen's and Marlowe's. Granny Agami's has changed a lot over time.
They're just so cute.
I've like there were areas that like we cut just because it didn't feel right, and we ended up like putting it on like a little mound, but like around it and the little gardens and that, like that was influenced by like my grandmother's home.
Oh, I love that.
So like little things like that. And then in the desert we had another concept artist design for that, Elaine, who did some beautiful work.
Those were all new concepts, I think. And then there's also I don't know if you've noticed, but like every single house has a tree coming out of it.
Oh yes.
Oh, I actually haven't.
Yeah, so like
I haven't
every
noticed
NPC
that.
kind of has their own tree, and then we try to incorporate that in the landscape as well.
Oh, I love that. So the trees then feature around the houses and things.
I think it's just like, it's to kind of pinpoint the feeling that it's more like about nature. And it's like these NPCs, like it's a friendly, wholesome game.
Like the oneness, I suppose.
Yeah, these characters aren't here just destroying everything.
I love that.
I know that's such an important aspect.
No, it is. It is.
Did player feedback or user testing play a role in refining the level design?
So one thing that was really like something that we really noticed in our very first playtest is that people would get a bit lost, and were asking for a map. Which we didn't have at first, and I've always been a big advocate for maps in games, because I have no sense of direction ever.
I'm the same.
So I was very happy that we got maps implemented, but it's feedback like that really helps us like pinpoint what are the problem areas. They would be like, oh, this area is really confusing, so we need to make adjustments and make sure that it was a bit more, made a bit more sense, I guess.
You want to be led somewhere. You just don't want to have places like different areas and different like.
It's very segmented.
But you want the paths to kind of lead somewhere, like
So Paleo Pines showcases a variety of unique settings. From rolling hills to desert canyons, how do you ensure that each level has its own distinct identity?
Mary, she has her large
Agathis conifer.
Oh wow, that's a bit.
Agathis conifer trees. It's been so long. She has those large trees, and it's like you kind of think about her personality, and I think like we place like a lot of yellow and stuff around her area. There's so much foliage in our game that we want each area to be unique. Like she's obviously more uphill. Owen is down in this, like kind of more secluded, kind of peaceful area with the willow trees, and it's just a lot softer. There's like pretty flowers.
I've actually never thought about that before.
Yeah, there's like there's like little seats and things like that. Like it's just completely different vibes. Hers is more like adventure, like
out there, and
you want to see everything from there.
Yeah.
Agami's area is like it's more open.
Yeah.
But it's still got that like homely, like
mummy vibe.
Yes, like I always explain it like cottagecore.
Yes,
like, that's just what I
very
thought
much
about.
so.
And it's like lavender hills.
You do feel at home when you're there. Like it almost is like a sense of familiarity where you get there and you're like, oh, like do you know what? You can tell she's a granny, and you feel just like safe.
Yeah, and then like as you're coming to Marlowe's in the forest, you kind of like you see like more mushrooms. It's more like because like we created like a little pond, and it was like more like mossy and overgrown, and then it would change going up to Marlowe's, which was more uphill,
more vegetation, like ferns and that kind of stuff. But I like that you said that you didn't notice it, because we kind of don't want you to notice.
Don't think about it.
Yeah, like it needs to feel a bit natural, but like we just don't want you to get boring. So bored. We don't want you to get bored. You would never get bored. It just feels it's nice that you say that. I didn't really notice it, because that's kind of the idea.
Was there any challenges to making it feel like a cohesive game? Because I know that like you've got such distinct areas like the valley, the forest, the desert. Is there anything that kind of like helps them blend together? I know there's like that entrance between the valley and the desert where it kind of like fades into the next one. But was there anything kind of difficult to do about that, or what foliage to put where? And
I think it's just like naturally like blending parts into others. Like even in the desert, it's a lot of the terrain, it's to do with like how it's painted and like just a few little assets and like just like fading them out. And it just becomes more natural, even if they're dispersed just a little bit more. I think some things were just like it just kind of comes but
I also think like a lot of the cohesiveness is just like big props to the art team, because we had to make sure that the style matched, and that makes it feel not jarring to switch areas, because things still feel like soft and cute, I guess. So it's,
what did you find the most challenging part about designing the levels? Like what was the one thing that you were kind of like, oh, this is really difficult?
I would say the forest is probably one of the hardest places, because it was so heavy.
I was gonna say it's very
like frames per second and things like that, and it was like, how do we make something look full but not be as full asset wise?
I think that the forest was also a bit harder because it's really easy to get lost. And there's a lot of paths, so we had to kind of like signpost that and make sure that that it wasn't like a complete chaos walking around there and being like, I do not know where I am.
It also kept expanding. It got so big.
I kept like adding bits. I was like,
just need an extra bit there.
More space there. More space there.
I think
Abigail's like, please stop.
I'd been off level design for a while, and then I'd come back and I was like, guys, like these places are huge, and it was like more about spending time refining within, and then if we had time, expand out.
Another thing that I found hard in the desert was making it not feel really closed off and claustrophobic, because you have those really high canyons and things, and it's all a bit like enclosed, but you want it to still feel nice and not scary to walk around in.
I think what's nice as well is like with the canyons, even though the canyons are so like significant, they kind of lead you from the valley to the desert, and it's that like kind of nice transition. It's still feeding like those colors of rocks into like other colors throughout the level, so that everything doesn't feel like so like
separate.
Obviously,
Yeah.
obviously separated, which is nice.
I think one other thing that was quite hard was optimization. Because, for example, the forest, there are so many trees.
Yeah.
And sometimes some of those trees aren't actually ever visible, but they're there. And,
Yeah.
like, I would have to like go into the level, sit at a certain camera angle, remove some trees, hope that didn't change anything, and like that kind of stuff, because one tree less could make a huge difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, optimization was kind of hard because that kind of happens when the levels are already done.
Yeah.
So then you have to be like, okay, what do I get rid of?
It's like a word count in an assignment.
Yeah.
You've done
What
it
do
all
I
and you're
get
like,
rid
what do I cut out?
What do I get rid of to make this work? But I also want it to look like this because this is how I made it.
It's like, I mean, like Granny Agami's area was really heavy because that was like one of the first areas that I did.
full of
and
grass
then
and
like
flowers.
Yeah, people started like taking those assets in like groups and basically just re-importing them as one asset group.
Oh,
And that
okay.
would cut down.
That's clever.
That's like culling and cutting down things. So like if it was far away, it would just be completely cut. Like seen as one asset rather than rendering all these separate assets and like. Things like grass was massive across all levels, and I know poor Hilda had to place every single
Yeah, I
one.
had placed every grass.
Yeah, in Unity, like you have a brush, and you kind of just spread it out, but it's like loads and loads and loads of grass.
There was a time where there were, I want to say 500,000 instances of grass.
Wow.
And I had to delete it all.
Yeah.
Place it by hand again and cut it down to maybe 2,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
which
wow,
was,
okay.
Like, it's insane. It was
Yeah.
an insane job, but it was like
It's been worth it though because it
still
looks so
haunts me,
beautiful.
but I've started to like grass again.
I mean, like, because like even with the model itself, it was already high poly, and like once I like worked on that and like cut that down, and we made different sizes of patches to kind of help you out. It worked eventually.
So it was a team effort and you both got through it in the end.
We got through it, it's done.
So were there any memorable or standout areas in Paleo Pines? Like what's your favourite area? Or like is there a specific, like you love Granny Agami's house? But
Yes, I do, but I think that's just because it's like my grandmother would grow a lot of vegetables,
I
and
love
she
that.
actually has like her house is heavy, like cottage core, but like it's got like it actually has a little wooden gate with like an archway over.
Oh,
but
I love, that's so cute.
but even like the flowers over the stone wall.
Yeah.
And then as you go into Agami's, there's like a little herb patch beside her house, and like my grandmother like has like a big circular herb patch, and she built like little like block offs to kind of change how that felt to compared to like the little pebbles.
Yeah.
So like a little herb garden.
So that's your
things
special
like that.
little.
Yeah, I think like I just got like little bursts of inspiration
I
because
love
I wanted
that.
Granny Agami's to be cute. So
Yeah, I was actually talking with the team about this earlier because as level designer, it's kind of easier to put in little secrets and little things that remind you.
No
of
one will
things.
know.
Yeah.
No one will know. Like there's one area that really reminds me of my dad.
Aw.
My dad is a sculptor, and it's like Freya's area, which she's a stonemason. So I was like, okay, I can match that. And then there's like the first windmill in the valley. I'm from the Netherlands, and I like filled that place up with tulips. I was like, I can just do that. I can just do what I want. So I just-
My windmill down.
yeah, so that kind of stuff, I really enjoy doing that.
So would you say like the windmills, or what area would you say is your favourite then?
My favorite area is actually in the forest. It's like the stone circle thing in the back. I really like that.
It's kind of magical.
Yeah, yeah.
I've actually seen a lot of people talking about those circles, being like, oh, are they fairy circles? Like,
You never know.
I may
Some things may be
I may have done something to some of them.
We'll have to find out.
You'll have to find out. Let me know if you find out, because it's actually like all chance-based. Like, will you find it? Will you not?
You do know that everyone after seeing this is
Have
going to
fun.
now go and look at all the circles and do everything to them to try and find
Not all
out.
of them do something.
Some of them do something.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That's us done.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
They have a base cake flavor, but there is an additive, there's an addition. And they follow the lore of Pippin. So there's an earthy one, a crunchy one, a spicy one, a fragrant one, and Juicy?
Yes.
Juicy. A juicy one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, off you go.
Okay. Starting with this one. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Should this be blowing my head off or something? Because that chili's looking pretty ominous. Looks like a hot chili. Is that to spit out?
If you like.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm definitely getting the chocolate, but I'm assuming chocolate isn't a dinosaur recipe. Getting a heat now. So there's definitely a chili in there because I half thought maybe the surprise would be the chili would be in this one. Because you guys would do something like that. And now all I'm getting is chili, actually.
So what flavours do you think it
actually
is?
all down my throat. There's a bit of sweet as well, whatever these popping candy things are at the top. Chili and lime? Chili and lime. Does that sound right?
It was chili and chocolate.
Oh, so it actually was chocolate?
Yeah, chili and chocolate.
Okay, fair enough.
Perfect.
Lovely.
What'd you think of it?
That was actually not too bad. I probably wouldn't order it in a restaurant because my throat's quite sore.
We've heard the burn is a bit of a slow burner.
It is a slow burn. Well done, whoever did that one. Okay.
What poppin' do you think this is, first of all? What type?
Oh gosh. What are they all again?
So you've had spicy.
That was spicy.
You've
there's
got-
a juicy and a crunchy and an earthy.
Yeah.
This is the other one that I haven't said, I think.
We'll taste it and see.
Maybe that'll tell me.
Yeah.
Okay. That tastes like ginger. Heavy ginger, but or something to that effect. Sure, there's something.
You get any kind of texture with it?
That's also a wee bit crunchy.
Or-
So is this the crunchy one? Ginger and I'm literally just getting ginger for this one.
So it's actually cheese and onion crisps.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's the residue chili.
Burn in your mouth.
Should I be cutting these or?
Oh,
is
no,
somebody
no.
else coming?
Eat away at them.
Okay. I'll eat them. I'll not waste them. I'll eat them over the course of a few days. So this one looks like the crunchy one to me, and it has a lot of random stuff on it, like savoury stuff. That looks fun. Also has a dense. It's quite dense. It's quite heavy. Oatmeal-y, I would say, if I had to describe it.
You're really taking big bites out of them.
I feel like I need to get the chili out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, I know I said I was convinced that was ginger, and now I'm convinced this one's ginger. I'm trying to figure out what the wee chunks are in it. Like cherry or something? Like a wee random surprise? Wee like cherry surprise?
So if you've had the spicy and the crunchy, what one do you think that is?
I think this is the earthy one.
Okay. That might give you a hint as to the flavour.
Soil?
I don't think would feed you soil. Good guess though.
I'm getting all my flavours mixed up. What else would you feed me? What else do we feed dinosaurs? Oh, I really don't know. I don't know this one.
So that one is curry powder.
See, now you say it, that makes
Now you can
sense.
taste it.
Yeah, and that's actually quite nice. And
Is it?
Yeah, I don't mind that. Curry Is that the earthy one as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the earthy one.
Okay, I wouldn't have put curry with earth to be if I'm honest. I'm really bad at this. For someone who eats a lot of sweet stuff, I obviously can't tell the difference between sweet and savoury.
To be fair, they're in popping form, so.
True. So I'm gonna guess this one also isn't ginger either.
There might be ginger in some of them.
That just tastes sweet. Like strawberries and cream, sort of sweet.
So I'll give you a clue, it's not something you would usually eat.
Like all the rest.
Depends on how picky you are, I
It's
suppose.
not something you would expect in a muffin. It's not something you would usually eat, but it is edible.
Yeah.
That's really hard.
Well, what kind of popping is that?
I'm guessing this is the juicy one.
Yeah.
Is there alcohol in it?
No. But you're along the right lines. So it's juicy and it's something you can drink.
Jelly?
That's actually really close.
I don't know. It just tastes really, really sweet to me.
So
And that's really tough.
do you want to have a final guess?
There's like orange bits in it. It just tastes delicious. I'm so bad at this. I could eat this all day.
So it's Ribena.
Oh, but it's not a Ribena colour.
No, it's not.
That's
It's.
so good. I like it.
I'm glad.
Okay. I can't remember what.
I've been advising people to maybe smell them first.
Smell this one
Oh
specifically.
no, all of them.
Well, oops. Maybe
it'll help you out.
All smell good. In case anybody didn't know, I eat anything that you put in front of me. So if anybody doesn't like any of these, I'll eat the rest of them. I think I'm smelling the fruit pastels. Also kind of chocolatey, like toffee.
There is toffee in it.
Oh, mint, toffee and mint, or like.
More specific than mint.
I know it. Like I've got the tingle in my mouth. What
Use it every day.
Toothpaste? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's toothpaste.
Oh my gosh.
Toffee and toothpaste.
So this probably isn't actually all that edible then.
Which one would you say was your favourite one?
I actually did really like the chili.
That was Rob's favourite one too.
That was
yeah.
really good. Well done, whoever baked those.
Sound good?
What a gent.
Great.
Walking you home?
Yeah.
Dream on. Off into the sunset with Marlon. The dream.
Hey, so I guess you had her there. Walking away.
I will review the footage.
Yeah, looked like some blonde hair.
Are you sure it wasn't just the shine of your bald head?
Well, it was shining out to the sides with a flick.
I'll have to go and have a look.
How do you do that?
Oh, like when this is done, I'll look back on the camera.
You can.
Yeah,
The
the footage.
interesting to
We'll
see.
review the footage and see. I have reviewed the footage and no.
I'll do that like goodness as you see it. Well, you could have seen what it looked like back in the day. Still, then is for then, now is for now. I like that.
I liked that too
Yeah.
the first time I read it. Then's for then, now is for now.
Let's see how beautiful this place can be. Now, if you're going to start someone, best to start small. Might I suggest we begin with Lucky's little patch of paradise.
He's a real wordsmith, that man. Carpenter, but more than that, a wordsmith.
Oh, right. In the meantime, could you see if you can find some old fence posts lying around? So I have to go and find some fence posts. Yes, I can.
Not the ones that are already there. Although I do think the game would let you lift them if you tried.
These?
No.
No?
No. See the ones with like rope tied around them? Off to your right a wee bit.
The ones that are posted?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So
Sorry, I
then-
thought you said not the ones that are.
I meant not the ones that were in the foreground. It doesn't help that I'm not able to. Well, I am, but it doesn't help that I'm trying not to point. So just press and hold.
Ta-da!
I'm not very good with this press and hold.
I find it really hard to get used to as well. I haven't really played a lot of games where pressing and holding is a thing, so it took a wee bit of getting used to for me.
So if I had to get more, or
I think you should get 4.
4.
He doesn't tell you that. I'm telling you that.
So these ones with ropes around them that are not.
No, because they're broken.
Oh, they're broken.
That would be more like debris that Lucky would have to clear for you.
So they look not on there.
Well, wasn't that just a wee bit of smooth gaming from you? The navigation was perfect.
Did you like
Pick up
that?
the execution.
All I can hear in the background is pressing.
If you just press it. If you would please just press it.
Okay, back over to him because he's got a big question mark or exclamation mark on his head.
Yeah.
That should be enough.
Really?
Step over here and see if you can take out one of these posts you found. Use your infantry to equip.
Do you remember how to open your infantry?
I
wonder if that's changed for other languages. You know, if the word infantry doesn't begin with I in, say, French.
Yeah.
Or do we English people just
take notes? Okay, spring onion seed. Don't worry, it's too small. So this is what I need then. It's too small to dump out of your pocket.
Because it's a spring.
Oh, puns. There's puns. Ready to build things. So this is what I need.
That's just wood.
Yeah. Have so many uses. Right, let me just see what the outside there. Frozen, like the modern can.
Our fun fact that we found out at our last AMA, or our last live stream, our programmer wrote all these, not even our writing team.
Yeah.
He just kept putting placeholder descriptions in, and they were all really funny, so we kept them.
Oh, so this. Is that right?
Yep.
Hey.
And then you want to click to enter placement.
No, we started here.
So, yeah, so this wee boulder here, you can't move it yet. You would need a dino that can do that for you.
Okay.
See where the yellow one is that's kind of faded? That's like your guide. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's just basically telling you where to put things. Though later on you can put them wherever you want, obviously. He's just trying to help.
And now for the finishing touches, every pen needs a gate. Equip the gate and enter placement mode. Equip the gate. I'm going to have to do it.
So go into your infantry.
I was going to.
You were. I could see. I seen you hovering over it as well.
Going to.
And then you click the gate. So you know, like before when you had the fence post
yes.
clicked, that just means so when you've got your wee blueprints up, it's equipped. And then if you click again, yeah, you enter placement mode.
And that's where it's to go.
So rotate the gate with your scroller.
Oh yes.
And then same thing where the wee yellow one is there. You just want to put it there. And then, oh sorry, press and hold. Yeah, the other button to remove fence post, and then stick your gate down. Ta-da!
Lucky has a new home. Oh.
And look, he's happy.
Oh, because he was up there. Messed up. Well, my friend is a Apple pen and a job well done. Would your lovely steed care to take it for a spin? Would your lovely steed
I think he just needs the pen, I'm not sure.
just run around? I'm going to have it. I said we should take goodbye. There's something that says this pen needs to stay right here. Feel free to hot sticks and drop it down anywhere on the property. These are to move the pen and the boulder. Yeah, so you can move this whole pen, but they can't move the boulder. This boulder.
If only there was a dinosaur out there that could smash boulders.
Oh, smash!
Oh,
them,
we don't push them. We
move
don't mess around with pushing boulders. Smash them into oblivion, and then you get stone, and then you can use the stone to build things. Next level.
Now let us pay off. I mean, is that it?
I did
Ah.
that. That was all me. It was actually done quite late as well. It was done for like a crafting animation, and then I had him do that at the end, and I had no idea they put that in there until I played it. And the first time I did it, I was like, "Oh, that was me."
I did think Lucky had done it for you there. And,
Oh, she does.
Oh, does she?
And you shovel it up and you use it as fertilizer on your farm. And if you leave it in there too long, she's not happy with you, and it'll come up that she is unhappy because her pen isn't clean.
Not so sure I like that. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
So that's all gone.
Do you remember Hannah I worked with?
She, like, weeks of her life was dedicated to making the poo sparkle, and it sparkles different amounts depending on how, like, good quality it is. Yeah. And there's different sizes, because obviously, like, what a T-Rex would do versus what, like, a little velociraptor would do is different sizes, so you have to get different sparkles going. She was, like, the boss of sparkly poos. Yeah.
Our second race in Dino Land is the lime and spoon race. Now, dinos, I will equip you with the spoon and a lime each. Now, no cheating this time.
I wouldn't cheat.
The dinos will make their way across the field with their lime and their spoon, which they will not be holding on to, dinos. On your marks, get set, go. And Black Dino steadily makes his way off across the field. Purple, Yellow Dino, are you okay? I think Yellow Dino is being very careful. Oh, the line went into the sky, and Black Dino did win. Who's going to be victorious out of Purple and Yellow? Purple is slow and steady winning the race. Yellow Dino, come on, I know, I believe in you. You've got this. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, Black Dino's already making his way back. And now he's intercepting the Yellow. I spot some foul play, some malpractice.
Oh, I've lost the line.
Quick, Purple Dino, you can still win this! Black Dino has now lost his spoon and his lime. Will he manage to make a comeback before Yellow Dino overtakes him? Purple Dino might win this. It's neck and neck between the dinos. And we have an interception again! Go on, Yellow Dino, you've got this! Oh, Purple Dino, don't worry. You'll get there one day. You'll get there. Programming is the backbone of any game. Can you tell us more about how the collaboration between different departments helped bring Paleo Pines to life?
Yeah, one of the things we did, like, kind of earlier on when we were trying to, like, iterate on the game is we made these little task forces, I guess, where, you know, we'd have a programmer and an artist and an animator, and we would kind of try to own a feature together. So one of the ones I was on was, like, movement, and so we would have, you know, me implementing the code, and then, you know, the animator making the animations, and kind of like going back and forth on what works and what doesn't, and then, you know, trying to make it better each time, and just kind of concentrating everyone onto, like, one feature and one little specialty and making that as best as we can as a team.
Oh, I love that. That helps, like, collaborate everyone together then. What feature did you find the most interesting to work on, and why?
For me, I think the interaction system, so that's where you can interact with different objects in the world and other people and dinos and stuff, because it was pretty hard to make it perform well. So,
yeah.
There's an awful lot of things you can interact with, and we had to do some kind of crazy tricks to make that run fast enough. So that was fun for me.
What about you? Did you find anything particularly interesting or you enjoyed particularly?
Yeah, I think the market
Yes.
windows, the trade UI that we have in the game, I went through a lot of different iterations to make that thing. Probably maybe too many, you might think of.
Maybe one or two too many.
But yeah, we went through quite a few iterations. We had the like system and the data all in place for how the market would work, and then we just kept changing, trying to figure out what is the easiest way for a player to like trade all the many vegetables that they had at one time and make sure that that transaction works and we're not, you know, ripping you off with a deal when you're selling something to Corlin.
I do love the minimum and maximum buttons you've got on the things. Didn't realise that
So
existed
handy.
until people told me that there was a thing, and I was like, so I don't have to click the arrows. That makes sense.
They're great. We use them across the game because we're like, oh, that's a great idea. You can just skip all this stuff.
What was the biggest challenge you faced while working on Paleo Pines? It could be like maybe something that you found particularly hard to program, or maybe something like you didn't have enough time to put something into the game, or, you know, what was the most difficult for you?
Maybe just any time I've had to work with quests.
Yeah.
Because we don't really have, like, our quest system is very bespoke. Every time there's a quest, there's someone that's gone in and personally implemented that quest to work
Oh,
in
wow,
the game.
okay.
So if there's like, oh, a dinosaur shows up here or anything like that, you know, we go in and we have to test all that kind of stuff. Or like, you know, checking if like, you know, a character's meant to give you an item, then you have to make sure the player actually can receive the item. Is there
Yes.
dialogue for if they don't have room for the item? And the amount of times that slipped through the cracks and we're like, oh no, we need dialogue for the player can't actually accept the item they're going to give right now.
Okay. And did you have anything particularly challenging?
For me, that's very simple. The Switch version. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because that wasn't supposed to happen originally, was it?
Yeah, the game was, at least from when I started working on it, was always written with PC in mind.
Yeah.
And we thought, yeah, it would be easy enough to get it working on the other consoles, but Switch, not at all, because there was an awful lot of detail put into that game. There was a ridiculous amount of grass, if nothing else.
I've heard about the grass.
Yeah. There's a lot of grass. So we had to do an awful lot of work to get it to run fast enough on Switch without butchering the game and making it look bad. So we had to balance the graphics with performance, and we got there in the end, but it was an awful lot of work.
Yeah, that's the most important part. You got there in the end. Which feature are you both most proud of implementing in Paleo Pines? Something you said about the menu system, the transactions in the market.
I think the one I brag about the most is I was the person who first implemented poop in the
Oh,
game.
amazing! We've heard all about the poop today.
Yeah, the poop, a lot
Very
of work went into
important.
that. And I think I wrote a document for the poop and then had to put all the poop in game. I'm responsible for the smelly lines that come off of it.
Oh, amazing!
People found it too hard to find the poop.
I have been guilty of that a few times. I am the issue, it's me. And what about you? Is there anything you're really proud of getting into the game?
I can't say any one thing.
Just the whole thing?
For me, what I've tried very hard to keep up, despite the amount of features that we have to implement and the demands for things to get into the game, is keeping up the level of polish and quality.
Yeah.
Across everything. And that's sometimes harder to explain why you need to spend the time on than adding a new feature or something, because it doesn't sound as impressive. But I think it's... Yeah, I think we've managed to keep the level of polish very high, so I'm quite proud of that.
Perfect. And as a team, it's important that you work collaboratively and trust each other's judgment, especially when it comes to criticism of each other's work. With so many elements to Paleo Pines, how did you keep those relationships strong?
We criticise each other all the time.
Yeah, that's part
constructive though, right?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, we do code reviews of pretty much everything major, every major change to the code, and we don't really hold back about saying if something's rubbish, rewrite it.
But that's really reassuring as well, because when you go in to do something, no one's ever saying anything because, they're being side or something. You're like, oh, I'll give the same kind of feedback that they'll give to me.
Yeah.
And, you'll get better at your job and the game will be better for it.
That's what I was going to say. I think that being so honest with each other and about being honest about each other's work as well means that you can better yourselves as well, because it's they're not just saying it to be snide, but they're saying it because they actually want the game to do well, and then, that's that level of trust, oh well, they want me to do well, so I'm going to help them as well. But that's everything I have to ask you, so thank you very much. Nice, short and sweet, so you're free to go.
Oh, there's my boys.
Do you remember what you called your dinos? Yeah.
Oh,
Bob, of course. You also got a Styracosaurus, if I remember correctly.
what's that?
That's a poo.
What do I do with that?
You have to clean it.
Hi.
You press Y, and then you go to your shovel.
It's like having a dog.
It is like having a dog, and then you clean up the poo. See, and they're both buzzing now.
Well, that's great.
It's a normal thing that everybody does.
So how do I get rid of the shovel?
You press B. I thought you'd got one. There he is! What did you call this one? Marvin!
I can't remember why I called it Marvin. What's wrong with that?
What are your plans for the day?
Okay, so I can't remember what was that? Marvin needs attention. 5 crops are ready to harvest.
Woo!
3 crops is boring.
You gotta water your crops. There.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, good, my job here. Did you see that?
I did. Very good.
Thanks. Oh,
You have to hold it. You have to hold it down. Ew!
That's what I did wrong.
Yeah, remember the last time there was a lot of pretending to water?
Yeah, I thought it was water.
I guess this is all really pretending to water. It's a game, but...
Do not disrespect
Okay,
my
okay.
props here. Right, so... spring onions... There. Done.
Oh, look, he's done another steam dump. God almighty, I keep doing it.
Oh, you're standing there. Now, shovel.
To finish the job, like. Yay, they're happy. I just want to give them attention, say good morning.
Not all of ours is clean up.
Your pet. You have to put pet in that. He did his happy dance.
Everyone, welcome to our little chat about customization for Paleo Pines. I'm Abigail and I'm the lead 3D artist here at Italic Pig and on Paleo Pines.
I'm Jacob and I'm an artist on Paleo Pines.
So we start by choosing skin colors. Now, Britt and I worked on this, Britt Bailey, who's no longer with Italic Pig, but yeah, we worked a lot. We actually started by looking at the Rihanna's Fenty shade colors, because it was kind of like groundbreaking. We ended up coming up with about 3 palettes. Now I slowly changed things over time, just with how they're reflected on the character because of Tor's shader work, but we added like different masks to like make sure there was like a little blush on each color, and we really also wanted to reflect this on the darker skin tones.
Yeah, I mean, variety is kind of what we wanted.
Yeah.
We wanted everyone to be able to see their character in themselves, so that's what we focused on. Same thing with the eye colors. We just wanted a big range, and
yeah,
we wanted to spice things up with like purples and kind of cool colors, just to make things more
yeah.
fun.
I mean, it's a fun game. Why not?
We just wanted like a range of choices for hair, so we tried to choose things that would go as close as we can to what you have or what you want.
Yeah, and we ended up adding a lot more to the color palettes because we just like I specifically wanted, like, a lot of people were requesting funky colors to match our outfits and to show off Jacob's hair sculpts. So Sasha from Love Wish did the initial kind of ideation for the new kind of hairstyles for Paleo, just and then I went on to like sketch these out more Paleo-esque and for Jacob to sculpt from. What's your favorite hairstyle?
I think it's the bob. I'm not sure. Yeah, this one actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this one. I think it's my favorite too.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
I think my hair is more that though.
Yeah, it looks like Freya's.
Yeah.
We kind of tried to make sure that you could at least try to copy each of the NPCs or get something close to them.
It's a bit of variety, you know, like especially because Arani has similar hair to this, and I think it's just like I tried to like nail those styles down on some of the NPCs before we were working on these, especially like getting the curls right and the thickness right, because some could be like a little too sharp, a little too chunky, but I think the curls in Paleo look cute.
Yeah, I
They're
think
cute.
so. It was kind of hard to get the style right. I mean, it's a very kind of soft and chunky world, so you can't really
Yeah.
hair strands and stuff. But I think
Yeah.
we've got a good medium going.
On the some clothing, these are some of the starter items. They're pretty neat, but and basic, but they go with everything.
Yeah, we get it started simple so that you can kind of mix and match them, and then as you play the game, you get more cool stuff.
You worked on that little waistcoat, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I last minute added this little design, just like spice it up a bit because it was
I like
initially the short shirt with the same waistcoat as well.
No, a lot of the first designs you get are kind of valley based.
Yeah.
And then as we go on, we get more forest and more desert stuff.
Yeah. I think the inspiration behind the valley, at least for me, was like cottagecore vibes.
Yeah.
So I really hope that comes across.
I designed a lot of the forest stuff, and I kind of just went for a hippie vibe. We went kind of a lot of flowy stuff, and yeah, it was really fun to do that. We wanted the valley, the forest, and the desert customization to kind of differentiate from each other, so that they still fit with each other, but you can see straight away that it's a forest clothing or a desert item.
Oh, there's a Rani. Oh, I love making her.
Yep.
Oh, Ren, Rani.
Bye.
Oh, are we gonna show sneak peeks? No, it's just all the valley stuff that's available to you. But
there's definitely way more. There's definitely a lot more coming.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck, it's funky though. There's a lot, like we have a lot of customization to start with. Lots open to us, but I suppose it's because of the valley, we have the valley open. Like gardener outfit. Well, so that's the end of the video, but we're really excited to see what everyone creates in Paleo Pines, and we hope you love all the options given, and we're excited. We're excited to see what you guys create. We're excited if there's potential to create more. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.
So hello, I'm here with Rob and Lorna, and we're going to be asking them some questions, general Paleo Pines knowledge, I suppose. So first question, get ready to buzz in. First person who buzzes in gets to answer. If you get it wrong, the other person will get a chance to steal. So no pressure at all. Question number 1, what kind of dinosaur is lucky? Yes, Rob.
Parasaurolophus.
Yes, perfect, well done. Point to Rob. Question number 2, what season can you get truffles?
Cratominus?
Yeah, perfect, well done. Point to Lorna.
So nervous.
Okay, fingers on the bones, I suppose. Name the 5 flavours of Poppins. Rob.
Juicy, crunchy, spicy, fragrant, earthy.
Yes, well done. Point to Rob.
I know which one you're missing.
You're absolutely smashing it, both of you.
Yeah. Can
Okay.
we not do a teamwork thing?
That'd be a lot easier.
Okay, number 5. Who on Paleo Pines works as a stonemason?
Freya.
Yeah. Rob, you're absolutely smashing this.
Yeah, because I was like, no, it's not Margaret.
Lorna, you can still pull this back,
Yeah,
don't worry.
I don't know.
Do not worry. Okay, this is an easy one. What colour are the flute notes?
They're purple, yellow, blue, and red.
Perfect, well done. See, pulled it back.
I would be worried if I got that one wrong.
Pulled it back. Okay, question number 7. Name the 3 festivals. Yeah.
Wisdom Day, Triasia Picnic, and Shenanigan.
Yes, well done, Rob.
See, my brain was like, the stick one, the picnic one.
There's the one where they eat all the food. Okay. Oh, I love this one. What are Granny's companions called?
Willem and Squillem.
Yeah, it's Willem and Squillem, my 2 favourite dinosaurs in the whole game. In the whole game. Okay. So I think you're in the lead, Rob.
Just maybe. Oh no.
Listen,
Slim
Laura, you can
chance.
still pull this back. Don't worry about it. What kind of dinosaur is Paprika?
A Eutheraptor?
Yep, Euteraptor. Perfect. Okay. This is the last of the easy questions.
Easy ones. Hold up.
Okay, no, this one's really easy. If you don't get this, we're going to have to...
Shame on us.
Yeah. Where can you play Paleo Pines on September 22nd?
Can play on Steam
Uh-huh.
and Xbox and Switch and PlayStation.
Yeah! You got there, well done. Congratulations. So after the first round, what are the scores, please?
Rob 5, Lorna 4.
Ooh, we're nearly neck and neck. Let's go. See, you've got this.
I was so ready for you to win all the points and be like, I got one right, yay.
What is the perfect soil type for beetroot?
Sticky.
Yeah! Let's go, Lorna. Let's go. Pulling it back, you've got this. How long does it take trees to grow? How many days?
A full season.
Which is how many days?
A full season. 31.
No.
No.
You get to have a guess?
21 days.
No. The answer was 42 days.
That's 2 seasons.
2 seasons, so we were close.
No.
Okay.
Only off by a month.
What's a month? How many ancient tablet fragments are there for you to find?
20?
Yes, 20 is right.
I was going to really under.
Plenty to discover. What 2 skills does a Corythosaurus have? No pressure. It's got 2 skills. One is movement, and the other one does something else.
I'll guess.
Okay, you have a good guess.
It's sprinting and smashing.
Not smashing.
Right then, sprinting and killing.
No. Sprinting is right. Yeah, goes back to you, Rob. Sprinting is one of them.
Well, we've narrowed it down.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Or teamwork.
Sprinting and slashing. Okay, stop me.
It clears something.
Oh, it clears debris?
Yes, there we go.
Oh.
I don't know who gets that point, but
I feel like that was,
I think we
I
both
feel like we
maybe.
both worked
What
together.
I would say
to
maybe
not
one
answer the
each.
question.
Yeah, we tried. We supported each other. It's fine.
I actually found this one out the other day. So how many dinosaur species are there in the game?
38.
Yes, 38.
I was like, you're going to do this out.
Okay, what social type does a Therizinosaurus like to have? So what does it like to live with?
Pear.
No.
Pack?
Yes, pack is right. Pack is right. Which trees are Owen's house built around? What type of tree?
Willow?
Yes, willow is right. You know so many of these questions.
Well, you're meant to know the answer
I
to
am,
these
yes,
questions. I'd be worried if you didn't know the answer to some of these questions.
I am a bit worried about some that I have.
What is the name of Freya's dino and what is its species is it? Begins with an F.
Freya
The
2.
species or the
The name? Would you like to pass?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll pass. Flint the Patchy.
Oh, of course it is.
I was like, patchy, but I couldn't remember the whole term for it. I was like, it's something.
Begins with P. Okay, what 6 dinos feature on the key art?
Oh, no.
You don't have to get them in order.
All right, let's give it a go.
I would say maybe work together, see if you can get this one.
Okay.
All 6.
Well, I've said that gay, so.
Parasaur?
Yeah.
Lucky.
Stara.
Yeah.
Yep. I've got a Utahraptor, which
Yeah.
is Paprika.
Yeah. One begins with A.
Allosaurus.
Yes, Allosaurus, yeah.
Thank you.
So you've got the Allosaurus, the Euteraptor, Styracosaurus, Parasaurolophus, and then there's 2 others.
Oh, no.
One begins with D.
D. Dinochirus.
Yes.
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 Is there a velociraptor?
No.
I don't know any of those.
The only O I know is Uranosaurus.
Yes, perfect. That was the answer. Well
I
done,
feel
you
like
two.
that's
Congratulations.
your point. Very much your point. You're like, I've got this. I'm like,
Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, now the last questions. This is where it's getting really difficult, so...
Oh, really?
Really, it's not getting difficult.
Turn your brains on, we've got this. Okay, early in development and before the player character was in the game, one of the residents filled in as the player character. Which resident was it? Yes.
Owen?
Yes, it was Owen. Well done.
That was before I was even here.
Oh, wow, so extra bonus point that, I think.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Which dinosaur gets called the chicken mimic?
The chicken mimic?
Yes.
I have it in my head, like how it looks, but I don't have the name of it.
Begins with G.
Oh, Gallimimus?
Yes, well done.
That's a big chicken.
That is a very big chicken. I wouldn't like to make that chicken.
I would.
It's a good chicken.
Yeah.
What is the soil depletion type for garlic? Yes.
So?
No.
Oh.
Fur.
Yes, it's fur. Well done, Lorna.
I've been doing all the farming.
Okay, second to last question. What resources can be made at the 3 windmills?
Flour, sugar, and...
Begins with D.
Oh, no. Do I get a half point?
Yeah, I think the half point's fair enough. And do you know the last one?
Is it die?
Yes, die is the last one. Okay, final question. Which of the following is not a dinosaur? Archaeopteryx, Postosuchus, or the Oranosaurus?
B, whatever B
Yes,
was.
it was. Congratulations. So at the end of the questions, who won it?
Lorna has 9.5 points.
Ooh, 9.5.
And Rob has 12.5.
Oh, well done. Well done, Rob is the victor. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Game.
Yeah, good game, good
Yes,
game.
Do we stay on the path? Is that probably whatever? Oh, but there it's a dreamstone, so I would get off and pick that up. Where is the dreamstone? Right here? Yeah. So the dreamstone, you need 1 dreamstone for every dinosaur that you have, and it like makes a little bed for them. Now you have a large dreamstone, so you can go next time you befriend a large dinosaur. Then you have one. How do I know where I'm going? Am I going where I want it should be going? You could pull up the map again, but I'm just worried it's gonna glitch. Okay. So, yeah, just keep following the path. You're good. You're not going one specific direction unless you're trying to find something. Okay. Just exploring them. If it gets too late, it'll just automatically take you back to the ranch, so there's no like deadline to get home. Oh look, it's a bridge. That's the telescope. It's a log. Okay. Okay. Isn't it? Yeah. The fireflies. Up there. Yeah. The fireflies are cool. Look, he just disappeared. Again. There she is. Oh. That's silly. Okay. Oh yeah, there's the path. Yay. Oh, there's the Gallimimus. These are my favorite. But we can't. Not yet. We can. Oh wow, there's a whole bunch. Oh. You can see why they're my favorite. Yeah, I totally can. Those are the ones that look like little baby sheep. Yeah. I love it. Okay. And those are pretty. the flowers in my yard.
I was just gonna say, I did. I'm trying to figure out how to. We might just dig some up at the side of the road.
You can just dig some of ours up. We have so many.
They're so beautiful. They just look very wildflower-like.
Yeah. Yeah, they're so
Oh,
strange.
what's this? Oh, it's a rock. That is a tent. I was like, oh, is it a local?
Oh, there's the ones that you think look like sheep.
Oh, I'd love to see them again. Oops. Oh, okay. Good.
Okay, so if you go back to your house, then you can go to sleep. By yourself. Oh, okay. Well, it just triggered it. Lucky has a bedtime.
I see. Okay.
Animation plays a crucial role in bringing games to life. Could you, either of you describe, or both of you describe the animation style and techniques that you used in Paleo Pounds?
Go for it.
Sure. Well, at the start, we kind of decided to take a more realistic approach. Even though the dinosaurs are super cute and friendly, visually, you'll probably notice that they move quite realistically to what we know dinosaurs would have moved like. We tried to get as many references as we could from birds and even other well-known dinosaur games to give us a better idea. And as we started developing each dinosaur, we realized that they have different personalities. We started adding job roles and things they could do around the ranch and the farm skills. And it was quite challenging finding the balance of realistic but also useful and doing things that they wouldn't have done. So we've got dinosaurs clearing land when they wouldn't have done that in real life in the same way they do in the game. So that was the biggest struggle, but it was also quite a lot of fun finding that unique in between the two.
Yeah, and like you said, like we sort of started to find out that like the Gallimimus is just this really derpy, silly dinosaur. So the animation started getting a little bit more like silly and fun, and I think that's where we loosened up a little bit on the could a dinosaur actually stomp a log? Probably not.
Yeah.
But would it be really cute and fun if it did? Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like with the animation techniques, was there any like experiences where you kind of thought, do you know what, this is realistic but it's not appropriate for the game? Or was there any like animations that you had to cut because it just wasn't working out?
Yeah, actually.
That you can talk about, obviously.
At the start, we've been through actually a few iterations of dinosaur designs. And our first iteration of a raptor was quite realistic and they had teeth. So me going into it, I was like, I'm gonna make this dinosaur like rip up meat and eat it. And then I was told, okay, all these dinosaurs are friendly. So that had to be rethunk into a friendly eating form. But that was so much fun though.
I was gonna say, was it a lot of fun then to kind of decide, like you said, the Gallimimus is quite derpy. Is it fun to kind of make those animations look kind of, you know, he wiggles his neck and he carries on? Is that kind of like, was there a lot of trial and error in that, or was it just very much we like this?
Just hit it out of the park every time. Oh no, there was a certain amount. I feel like I joined the team a wee bit later on, so you guys were already like heavy into animation by the time I hopped in to like lighten the load a wee bit. So you guys had the style down. I just kind of had to jump in and catch up basically. But it was just everything had this kind of fluid, like you say, cute, but also can actually get the job done. Realistic, happens in a time that is fun to play as well, was always a bit of a strange one. But yeah, I don't know, there just ended up being like this really great dynamic, I think, between all the animators, where we all knew how to pick up each other's stuff as well.
Yeah, there was basically a checklist for that just went along all the dinosaurs. Here's all the animations you need.
Okay.
And after a couple, once we got the style down and agreed between the three of us, it kind of just bled in naturally to all the other dinosaurs. Things like there's celebrating actions, and you can kind of characterize every dinosaur into a different animal family. So the ones on 4 legs, we would kind of relate to dogs sometimes. So we would kind of think, how would they wiggle? How would they do a wee shimmy when they're happy? That sort of thing. And then obviously there's birds and things like that. So once we got those visuals in our head, it kind of all just went fluidly.
And I have a question to ask about the jumping animation. Whose idea was that? Because...
Oh, the yippee!
Yes, the yippee, whenever you try to click the jump button, the space bar.
I think that was just a wee celebration.
Because I discovered it recently whenever I played the early access, and I was like, oh my goodness, now every time I click spacebar because I think it's jump, my character just goes yippee.
When you play a game, you're like, can I run around? Yes. Can I do this? Can I do this? And people were trying to jump. They're like, oh, there's no jumping in game. So we got people asking for it. We're like, well, there's no need. You don't need to jump in the game. There's nothing
There
to
are
jump
no
over.
obstacles.
Yeah, everything is on the ground or a dinosaur gets rid of it for you.
I think it's such like a nice little like hidden Easter egg almost, that it's like, ahaha, you're not getting jump, but you can have yippee.
Yeah, you can't complain that you don't have a jump. There is one.
Exactly. Can you share some insights into kind of your animation team and kind of how you work with other departments, or do you know, how do you make a cohesive game with everything? Like, do you get a storyline, or do you get told this dinosaur acts this way, or this needs to look like this, and like how do you work as a team?
Well, I suppose it all starts with the game designers, programmers, and technical designer and creative designer coming up with what they need to achieve and how many or few animations we can get away with.
Okay.
Because obviously there's a lot of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few characters, and all of them have tons of animations between them, and then with all that you have to merge the characters riding the dinosaurs, and there's a lot, so we need to be as efficient as possible. So there's a lot of prep that goes on in the background and discussion. How can we make that yippee relate to lots of scenarios? How can we make 3 talk cycles not feel like they are obviously repeating themselves and can blend throughout an entire game without you realizing? So the biggest thing is the script writing, essentially, really.
Yeah.
And then from that we can decide how many animations we can get from one. So I think it's the bad reaction also blends as a curious.
Oh, right,
reaction
okay, that's
somehow,
smart.
For certain things, and there's a few ways we've cleverly done that where
got away with a bit.
Creative leeway,
cheating the best that we can, basically.
Well, were there any animations in particular that you found really challenging to make? Like, what was kind of the hardest one for you, or when you kind of thought, okay, I've done that now, not doing it again?
Everyone knows I hate the Tyrannosaurus because he was so hard to animate.
Was it really?
It was the worst.
What about it was difficult?
Game. I'm like, the trauma's too deep. I can't associate with him anymore. He just, I don't know if you remember the rig.
Oh yes,
the wrists of the rig like were so easy to break, and then because he has like this massive big fin, he couldn't bend or stretch much at all. But obviously he had to be like
so
jumping
any movements,
and clearing and sprinting on 2 legs. I was like, this is a personal nightmare.
Do you know what? I'm sure that dinosaur will be some people's favourites though as well. So like, even if you can't look at it, other people will be like, oh, do you know what? Yes, did a good job on that.
Once the game's out, I'll get him and maybe see if we can be friends again.
And what about you, Rachel? What was your hardest animation?
Oh, my hardest one is actually no longer in the game.
Oh, is it? Oh no!
And we did it for every single dinosaur. So what? We actually, I think we over animated a few dinosaurs, and there's about 38 in the game now.
Yeah.
So it was take bait, eat, turn around 180 degrees, and run away.
Oh, I love that.
It was a lot of effort, but it was quite long. So it just took a bit too much time in the game. But it wasn't until we had got all the animations done that we realised that. And it just didn't fit the purpose anymore, that we could get away with much smaller animation content without it. So that was kind of soul destroying because that was really difficult and it involved a lot of technical difficulties.
Well, it's the worst when it's like the most complicated ones that maybe aren't that exciting. You're not getting to do like a jump and a dance or whatever. You're just trying to make him run. And it's more complicated than like the really crazy looking ones, but they all looked great as well.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you did a fantastic job. What was each of your favourite piece of either like animation, character, or dino? Like, so what's your favourite animation?
I'm going to say my favourite animation of yours as well.
Okay.
Does Matasachus sprint? Did you do that or did Alan do that?
Yes. both.
Both.
One of
Yeah,
those.
either way.
I might have done
Gorgeous.
that.
So satisfying to like play in game as well.
Oh, good. That's good. I really love the NPCs, though. I think all the work that
Yes.
we all did on the NPCs was class.
Yeah, I think they've all got such diverse personalities. Even though they have to, same thing like you said earlier, they have to do these generic like happy, sad, but we were able to make Owen really like shy and nervous. Freya is just so stone-faced in everything she does. It's class.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and our lead animator Alan did a fantastic job. He basically took lead of the player character and all their animations, and it was just spot on every time.
I love that. Well, if you could add one more additional animation to the game, what would it be and why? Anything.
Just an animation. That's kind of hard.
I was going to say it would be quite difficult to kind of just pick one, but is there anything you'd like a certain dino to do, or
You know what I would love, and this is just a technical thing, if you could actually mount the dinosaurs, if there was an actual animation to get up.
Oh, instead of like popping onto them, yeah.
But the problem is like, how do you climb up onto a T-Rex?
A ladder.
Like it would be an absolute. Yeah, you'd have to be, like,
or like those moon boots or something.
Yeah. And it is like again 38 animations to get up, 38 animations to get down. It'd be a lot of work.
Yeah,
but it would
you
be
can do
so
that.
cute.
That's okay.
Yeah, Paleo Pines 2.
I'm not offering. I'm not offering.
Paleo Pines 2.
Yeah. That or just something really silly. Like a little dog type one, like scratching his ear with his back.
Oh,
leg
that
or
would be
something.
so cute.
You know, if they all had like a little idle, silly thing they did.
Like chasing their tail or something.
Yeah, like wee idols. I think what I would like is probably a super cinematic cutscene that a lot of games have. It just breaks it up quite nicely. I know we have cutscenes, but something that is completely bespoke and
like purpose-built animations for it. Yeah.
I don't know what it would be, but that would even be a technical fun thing for us to figure out.
Yeah, because we didn't do any animating to camera.
No,
it would be a nice
no.
little like change of pace to do something really dramatic for the end or something.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Well, you have survived the interview, so you're free to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Might be a good idea. Is that a weirdo? There's weirdo. There's weirdo.
They're not weirdos.
Oh, it's Ryan. Murray.
It's Murray.
Okay. Get off the horse. No. Look at time to test it there. You may probably be worth it. I think.
I think do it. What do you think?
Sure. Hold it off, right? Need to get off. Get off, okay. Right, aye. Flute. Okay.
So go over to the gallons. Okay, see the way he's doing bubbles?
Yeah.
You need to try and copy the bubbles.
Okay.
Okay. So if you go over, you're going to equip your flute. And you have to approach one and hit 1, 1, 1. You have to go over to one though. Whatever one you want. You have to look at him. Just one, not two.
One.
Just like go over and hit one at one of them. Yoo-hoo! 3 red. That's yellow.
Come back. How do I get over there?
Remember how you walk? And hit one more. That's 2.
I can't look away. I'm too busy looking at him. Right, go. Or 8. Come back.
Okay, you're close now. Hit 1, 1, 1. You have to look at him. Okay. Okay, I do have his attention. Now you have to copy what he's doing, so watch.
Okay. This one.
So red, yellow, blue, purple. Oh, you have to wait, you have to hit type. Okay.
Oh, okay. So red, yellow, blue, purple.
Okay. So you got his attention. Now he's about to run away.
So what did I do?
Wait, so I've been following this herd all season. This is the first time I come to document this. You're gonna be good friends. Next level, let's see if we can gain his trust here. I'll hold on to some of your stuff. Your pockets are full. So every species has a favourite food.
Okay.
Take this spring onion. Now, nice and easy, just hold it out and see what happens.
Okay.
So you do it. I'm not doing it for you. So give him the spring onion. So every dinosaur has their own favourite flavour.
Yeah. Oh.
Always about to fall asleep.
Oh, don't fall asleep.
I'll draw it right. Gala Mimes hate spring onions, so try carrots.
Aye.
Wait, you have to hit click the Samara stops talking and hit feed.
Oh, feed.
And give it a carrot.
Oh.
It liked.
Oh.
That's
oh,
the
here,
one.
that's a weird one, like, man. Oh, okay.
It's like bongo. Give it another carrot.
Feed. We get on carrots, mate.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to go buy some more.
But you've got some growing on your farm.
I do.
So. I think it got too excited. That's my bad. Try and calm it down. So soothe. See the way we're trying to get this in the meter, in the green. See the way it's perfect green?
Okay.
Beautiful. Now I'm about to let you in on a trade secret. You've definitely earned it. Click. Have you had one of Pippin's poppins? So that's those wee buns.
Yeah. No.
They're traditional fare from Pippin's homeland. Delightful little cakes, but honestly they're a bit okay. One thing,
Crunchy?
some dinosaurs go wild for them, so the dinos love them.
Okay.
So if he likes crunchy carrots, it's going to like a crunchy poppin.
I don't have a Pippin's poppin.
But she's giving you one.
Alright, okay.
We'll be friend. Be friend. And there's
Oh.
your crunchy poppin. Click.
They're like cupcakes, aren't they?
Pet your new friend.
Oh, look.
That's you. Now you get to name your new dino. It's going to come back and live on the ranch with you.
Oh my god, so I can call him anything I want.
Anyone.
Oh my god, what am I going to call him? Dippy.
Dippy.
I should have done capital, shouldn't
So the team have made you some poppins. There's each one is a different type of poppin. So obviously you've got the spicy, the crunchy, the earthy, the juicy, the fragrance, the last one I think. And you have to identify the flavours in each one. So you have to give it a bite and say.
Alrighty. Well,
Tell us what you think about it. What do you taste?
I really like the look of this dish. Like, I know there's like a chili or pepper in it, but like at the same time, I'm like, yeah, you know what? We'll just go for it. It's weirdly nice.
What can you taste? Any underlying notes?
Chocolate.
Was there something you tasted there that was maybe a bit?
There's like a sweet pepper. Some sorts are like. There's definitely like little kind of things in here. You know, like. What? I need to keep eating this. This is one of those ones where you keep eating and you're like, I don't know whether I like it or not, but I keep
I'm gonna eat the whole thing. So you said you taste chocolate. Do you taste anything else in it?
What is that flavor? No,
It might take you by surprise.
There's such a kick in it that I'm like, I don't hate it though. I'm like, there's a heat to it that I really don't hate it. But I'm like, what are you? You're some type of pepper or chili, or maybe you're peppercorns. I don't know. Like maybe it is peppercorns, that would make sense. Or yeah, I keep being like,
Well, okay, so what's your final guess then? What flavour do you think it is?
I think it's chocolate with like either those small peppers, like the really sweet, like spicy ones, or peppercorns in it, I'm gonna guess.
So it's chocolate and chili flavour. So that would be the kick that you can taste.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is heat, but whatever.
And what do you think of it?
I actually quite like it.
You like it as well? Everyone says they love that.
Like, it's really satisfying. Chili chocolate's so satisfying. I'm like, okay.
And what poppin' do you think it was?
The chili one.
Yeah, it's the spicy one. Do you want to go on to the second one then?
This one I'm oddly more nervous about. I'm like, I don't know what way it'll be.
I've enjoyed hearing these ones.
This is the earthy one. There's something nutty in there. I'm like, 1 second. Yeah, I'm just getting loads of nuts. At the moment, I'm like, I need to get into it properly. Sorry, I'm just being that.
No, do you know what? Eat the whole thing if you need to.
Yeah, this is whenever it's like, wait 15 minutes, guys, while I finish this.
Is there any texture to it or anything that?
No, like, it's just a pleasant cupcake, to be honest. I'm not hating this. I'm like, yeah, it just tastes like a bunch of different nuts to me or something. Some kind of, like, maybe like, I'm like, what is this? Wait, is there cheese crisps in this?
You got it! Well done, you're the first one. So, what poppin' do you think it is?
I think that's earthy.
It's the crunchy one.
Oh, I see. I assumed that was crunchy because of the topping. Right, so then that's the right. Then
I'm so proud of you for getting the crisps.
Yeah. You know what? Again, I didn't hate it, but I think that's because I've had chocolate bars with potato in it.
I said about those.
Yeah, so like again, that's oddly sad. You're going to realise Lorna's a weirdo with her favours. That's so random. I'm so impressed that having crisps in there. Like,
well, so far you're 2 for 2, so let's see how you get on with the third one.
right, let's see. So if that one was the crunchy one, then this must be the earthy one, surely. This one looks cute, I have to say. It's very pretty.
I know, I like the pretzel on it.
Yeah, I like the pretzel on it.
Is it just another really good cupcake and a really good
Having
poppin'?
a great time eating these. There's definitely mintiness happening, but I'm being thrown by the chocolate on top. I feel like there's something minty, but we'll have another bite.
Was it familiar?
I know that flavour. Why does it taste of curry powder?
There is no way you've done that again. It is curry powder.
It's curry powder?
Yeah. Well done. I don't know how you did that.
Because I was like,
You're
why
making
not?
Pippin proud.
Yay! Pippin would be so happy that Human actually likes these as
Oh,
well.
absolutely.
Clearly it's not just dinos. Clearly I'm just...
Maybe you are a dino. Maybe. Conspiracy theory.
You heard it here first. Alrighty.
So which one do you think that one is?
I would say this is the juicy one.
Yep.
And then that's fruit. Yeah. Alrighty.
Look at you go. Poppin' expert.
Well, you say that now, just whenever I try this one, and it's like, ha 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 ha. Who knows?
and just like some strawberry flavor, but I think it's because I'm getting all the icing that I'm like, oh, sweetness.
I think it's a wise idea to bite underneath so you get all the flavour.
Because I feel like the icing is misleading. That was lemon in it, or lime, or some kind of citrus in it. Or something citrusy.
So I've been giving people a clue where it's not something that you would like eat.
Not something you would eat?
Yeah.
But as evident
There's name, the clue's in the name. So it's juicy, and it's not something you would eat.
But my brain is like, but I eat everything. I'm not a fussy eater, as evident. I'm like, try me. I'm going to take another bite of it, but this one might have me stumped.
If it makes you feel better, no one's managed to get this one.
Those little poppins things on top are throwing me off because they taste good. No, I'm just getting like a citrusy vibe, but it's not exactly. Maybe it's like, I'm like thinking of like, it's not watermelon or like all those things or dragon fruit. I'm like, is it some random fruit? But I'm like, I'm getting a weird citrus kind of berry vibe, but.
You were very close with what you just said. The berry vibe.
Okay. Any particular colour of berry?
It's something you drink. But it's quite famous.
Cranberry? I don't know.
So it's Ribena. Can you taste it now?
That's fair. That's fair. You know, that one, yeah, that one's fair.
That one has stumped everyone, but you got really close.
It's been nice. Like, I'm not hating any of these.
Okay.
But yeah, that, you know what, that's fair. That, smart. I know plenty of people who love Ribena and would smash that. They'd be like, yeah.
Right.
And then the last one.
Are you excited for it?
I feel sad that's already coming to me.
Oh.
Pippin's just going to have to create more.
Exactly, more poppins.
Yeah, I think that's only reasonable to ask. Because, as evident, they're liked. And then this one's fragrant.
Yeah. Do you think it's fragrant?
It's like blueberry and lavender or something. I don't know. Let's see. Or mint. No, that's peppermint. That's what's that? I'm like, I'm just like all the flavors now. I'm like, it tastes like toothpaste.
Perfect. Well done. 4 out of 5. That's absolutely incredible. Well done. Poppin expert. You managed to get the most right as well. So you definitely made Pippin proud.
I'm so happy. But also I'm like, why did I like so many? I don't feel like I should have enjoyed these as much as I did. I was like,
So Kev, can you tell us a little bit more about the world building process and the lore that players will encounter throughout the game?
Right. Well, fundamentally, we had this ethos of survival of the kindest.
Yes.
Right. So and when we say that, I mean, you talk about world building, and world building is the kind of thing that you can either make the world that you're working on right now, or you can talk about the entire history of the thing.
Yeah.
And we kind of said to ourselves, well, what if back at the time when we were all savages and we were all warlike and we all, stole from each other
Yeah.
and that kind of a thing, that was the norm. What if instead we learned then that working together and sharing is a better way, that we accomplish more things together?
Yeah.
And that goes for oneness with nature and oneness with animals and oneness with dinosaurs and all that sort of stuff. So despite, secondarily the whole literal evolution of the thing of dinosaurs and people,
Yeah.
which isn't worth getting into, the key of how we wanted the people to be, how we wanted the dinosaurs to be, how everything was to be from the beginning was a community that survives best by everybody having their place in it.
Yeah.
And everybody having just enough. And so it wasn't a tycoon game, and it wasn't a hoarding game, and
Yeah.
it wasn't, you don't store up 10,000 carrots and then dump them all on Corlin, and suddenly you're...
So I'm not supposed to do that.
You've got all the shells in the neighborhood, and now you're some sort of tyrant. No, it's everybody's got enough. And even the people, you see how much is in their wallets.
Yes.
And if you show up and go, I need 100 lanterns, and they're like, I can only give you 10.
Yes, exactly.
Because why would I make 100 at a time? Also having this, there is no antagonist.
Yes.
So there's no, if something bad happens, unfortunate things can happen.
Yes.
It can rain in the night, but you're leaving your doors unlocked and you're not worried about why,
Yes, like no one's going to break in and steal all your stuff.
That's it. Yeah, you're not going to be accosted by bandits on the way to Pibble Plaza. And so there's a goal, there's narrative goals, and there's personal goals. So that to me is the real philosophy of a laid back game. It's a play it as you like.
Cozy gaming often emphasizes slower pacing and immersion. How does Paleo Pines achieve this through its narrative? You've already touched on this very briefly, that you kind of, there's only limits to what's in shops, and you can only, you can sell a certain amount of things, but the shopkeepers only have a certain amount of money. So how does Paleo Pines further emphasize on, I suppose, more of a laid back gaming atmosphere?
Well, I would say what emphasizes this the most is based on what happened when we did our community demo.
Yeah.
And when we released our demo during Steam Next
Yes.
Fest. And we got to see other people just pick up the game and run with it. What we saw when we put the demo out was some people turned their entire ranch into one massive farm and only had Lucky.
Oh, okay.
They didn't care about dinosaurs. Another person made their farm into a grid and filled it with one of each type of dinosaur and did absolutely no farming.
Okay.
And just enough to get them to the next level.
Yes.
And so a lot of that meant that if you're enjoying what you're doing, at no point does the game go, hey, shouldn't you be trying to get yourself a mango right now?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be looking for a Werosaurus? If those sorts of things, you can do that at your own pace.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, to me, the true sign of, it's like the closest an indie can get to offering sandbox or open world without having that unlimited budget.
Well, see, I love that it's so laid back and that you don't get told that you're doing something wrong, because there's so many games that you play now and it's kind of like, oh no, you have to play it this way. Like you have to build a farm, then you have to grow your crops, then grow your get animals and stuff, and it's just so linear. But with Paleo Pines, it is very open and you can kind of just do whatever you want. You don't get shouted at for doing anything a particular way.
I mean, every NPC has their story, but even those stories, we said, some people play games for the narrative, some people think narrative gets in the way.
Yeah.
And so we have provided narrative, and that narrative is the characters are unique, and the characters have human emotions, and they have more depth. We'd like them to have the depth, and people seem to have interpreted them correctly with that.
You get very attached to them.
Yeah.
Especially Marlowe. I do have a soft spot for Marlowe.
A lot of people have a soft spot for Marlowe. He's a big, friendly guy. His well runs deep. Speaking a bit about how we did it behind the scenes, there's narrative arcs and there's progressive arcs.
Okay.
And so a progression point, you cannot enter the forest without fulfilling this arc and finding this dinosaur and growing this crop.
Yeah.
And same goes for the desert. So not going to say you can't get to the forest until Marlowe feels better about himself after arc 5.
Okay.
That sort of thing doesn't happen. So it's a good sort of I guess bifurcation of of what's important to progress and what builds the characters in a different light.
And did you have a favorite character that you had to write about, or a narrative or a backstory or anything that you kind of particularly enjoyed writing?
Granny was without a doubt my favorite. It's and
Granny Agami is a legend.
Yes, Granny, like, you know, Marlowe has his, you know, sort of speaks proverbially, and when he speaks, you should listen, and he's warm and fuzzy. Mary and Owen are a nice little bickering odd couple that are two sides of the same coin, and everybody sees it except for them. But Granny is this satellite of energy that she's intense. She's incredibly nice, but also short and abrupt, and and she can be popping with energy and a busybody. She wants to get into your face, but doesn't want you to get into hers. Overall, just line by line. Granny.
Her one-liners are great.
Oh, and she just like, you know, you go and do a bit of farming, and what you're supposed to get is a great job.
Yeah.
And in every other game out there, you would, especially Cozy, would have been, you've done fantastic.
Yes.
You are excellent. You're the best it's ever been. And Granny's like, well, I wouldn't have done it that way, but
I suppose it's all right.
Yeah. And it sort of makes you sit up and take notice. Like, oh, she's got
okay,
that's yeah.
Are there any key moments in the game that you're particularly excited about, without obviously giving too much away?
The way we structured the characters from the very beginning is the crops run on a schedule and they run on a system.
Yes.
And the dinosaurs run on a schedule and they run on a system. But people are people. The more you talk to people, the more you learn about them. The more you learn about them, the more you can help them out if they need your help. What we also don't have is that necessarily a systematic friendship thing. A lot of games play it where give me 10 carrots and I'll give you another star. Yeah. And that's not how people work. And it's unfortunately, it's the sort of thing that people get used to in games and think that's how it works in real life. It's like, I've given all these gifts. I don't understand
you still don't like me.
What's happening here? That feeling of each of the characters going through a positive change because of what you do.
Yeah.
That's been the thing that I think we've been most proud of when building the narrative for the game. That we didn't resort to. They feel more like real people.
That's what I was going to say. Like the characters are so human, and whenever you speak about them in that way, you do grow such a fondness and a closeness to the characters because you can almost see yourself in them. And I think that's such a nice thing that's so rare to find. I suppose the last kind of question I have to ask for you is there any underlying scandal with any NPC, any juicy gossip that you can tell us about that maybe isn't obvious?
You know, I can't reveal anything because
Go on, spill the tea.
No. There's things. Okay, there's stuff in the game, and stuff when you write. Sometimes a good writer lets the character drive.
Yeah.
You know, like there's one of my favorite quotes. So I'm gonna have to paraphrase it because it's very long, but it's from a book about a guy writing his novel, and he said he started off with a story, and then as he began to write it, pretty soon he realized that the characters couldn't do what he wanted them to. And as a result, as a good writer, he followed the characters and ended up writing a completely different story from the one he meant to, because that's where the characters took him.
I love that.
And as a philosophy, I think it's fantastic. There's underlying, you know, you make jokes with the other, with Catherine, she came in sort of late in the game and blitzed a whole lot of extra character writing, wrote a lot of the late game characters. Catherine was absolutely fantastic. It's a shame she's not here today. But, she's not dead or anything. She's just not here. She's in the room. So Catherine and I and Nina, the game director, we would sort of rattle things around within each other, and we'd say, you know, it'd be funny if we had these underlying things where it's like if anybody noticed, they can talk about it. Yeah. But we should never ever confirm it.
Okay, perfect. So it's to be found in the game.
Yeah. At the same time, sort of on a slightly different take, we've had some discussions in the Discord recently, where somebody has said, does anybody think that that Owen exhibits signs of Asperger's syndrome, or Pippin has either OCD or autism? And the game that we've made has been, obviously, one of the huge messages was about inclusivity, and it was about, you know, acceptance in the community, and without fully confirming that any of these things are true, the conversation was fascinating to read. Why wouldn't there be the same depth of people and the same neurodiversity throughout that? Let people choose whether they feel a kinship towards someone because they exhibit certain properties that they
have as well.
That they have as well.
Yeah.
And done with respect and done with this grain of salt and this sort of is he, isn't he, are they, aren't they? All those things are in there if you want to find them. And so
it's almost like writing your own story for the characters as well, which I love.
It's not a plot point. It's a character element.
You're letting the characters drive.
That's exactly right. Thank you.
No worries. And that is all of the questions I have for you then. Thank you very much.
Okay.
What? I have little friends. What? How cute. Oh, see, Owen, sometimes you just gotta follow the tracks and see where they take you. Mary says, oh, okay. Do I push A?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you read it, you're good.
Oh my gums and tongues. Mary, are you seeing this? Owen says, I see it, but I swear my blinkers are messing with me. Is that a real, what?
Say it.
Parasolariphus? How do you say it?
Parasaurolophus.
Oh.
Wait, no, I just messed it up.
Para what?
Parasaurolophus.
Parasaurolophus.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Parasaurolophus.
So do I want to say indeed she is, or her name is Lucky?
Whatever you want.
Her name is Lucky. What a beauty she is, Owen said. See, I told you it was worth the rush. When I first spotted the tracks, I was so tempted to race after them, but... No, I said to myself, Mary, you can't chase these without Owen, even if it takes him an hour to gather up all his things. I feel like I'm reading you a story.
Keep going. Keep going, Mom.
Haha, it wasn't an hour.
That sounds like you.
No, you're right. More like 2. Sounds like...
Getting you over here today.
Preparedness is important. Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you and your...
Parasaurolophus.
That. It's a pleasure to meet you. You know, we haven't seen one since... Actually, we've never seen one.
What is it? Continue. Never mind.
What if it's some... Never? Or but I thought. How about never? Uh-oh, I hope you didn't come to Paleo Pines looking for herds of Parasaurolophuses galloping through the hills. I can't say it.
Parasaurolophuses.
It's pretty cute though. I'll get it at the end of this. I'll get it.
No, here we go. You just hold right there.
Parasaurolophuses. I got it.
You did. Good job. Wait.
Now hold on. Now hold on. They're definitely around, right? Owen says, at least we think they are, Mary. You've seen tracks.
Parasaurolophus.
Parasaurolophus.
Wow, that's weird. Okay, I pronounced it wrong out loud to myself then.
You did good. Well, sure, but that's all I've ever seen. They show it from time to time, so they must be around here somewhere. Imagine a real Parasaurolophus.
You hear that?
Parasaurolophus.
Oh.
Say again. Parasaurolophus.
That's what I get for just reading it.
Living right here in Verdon Valley.
Parasaurolophus.
There you go. We
There
got
you
it.
go. We got this.
I can't talk today. I give up.
It's okay.
Mary, yeah, it's all I brought. Besides, that's a hungry-looking Parasaurolophus.
Hold on, you need this again.
What? Parasaurolophus. And you can't exactly eat a germ. Oh. Great galloping galleys. Is that a... You say it.
I'm gonna pronounce it. You gotta get this. You will get this.
Parasaurolophus. Dog it. Parasaurolophus.
Parasaurolophus.
I'm gonna go to sleep tonight saying Parasaurolophus.
You're gonna wake up doing Parasaurolophus.
I'm gonna call you Millenite. Tara, it's
just hang it up. It's fine.
Okay, I haven't seen one of them in the valley since I was knee-high to an oviraptor.
Just keep going.
Huh, what am I saying? I'm still knee-high to an oviraptor, but I make up for it with charm and hair.
I love her so much. She reminds me of Mama.
I know. Anyway, yes, Steed's gotta stay out here even if she is a dinosaur.
So far in the lead we have Black Dino with 2 wins, but could Yellow and Purple Dino claim it back? We'll have to wait and see. We're going to be bouncing to the finish line. I hope you have your bouncing feet on today, dinos. Okay, are we ready? On your marks, get set, bounce. Let's go, come on Yellow Dino! Come on Purple Dino, you've got this, use those knees. Put your tail into it, come on Yellow Dino, you've got this. Oh, and we have a winner! We have Yellow Dino, who is falling down the slope. Oh, congratulations to all 3 dinos. Congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back, a round of applause. Oh, and a dance. Interesting.
Okay, so it has been hours of playtime.
What do you think so far?
Yeah, it's fun.
Love it. Brilliant action.
But it was great. Absolutely loved it. Really good.
What's been your favorite thing about it so far?
I liked the planting of things. I thought that was really fun.
Well, all the dinosaurs are, the actuals grab everything. Like, to have to pick one thing.
It's cute, it's fun, it's heartwarming, it makes you feel good.
Like the visual, just the land is gorgeous. There's like plants and the sky and the water and the grass and everything. And the dinosaurs are brilliant.
The time, what have you played there? An hour and a half?
Yeah.
And it's gone by.
It's flown in.
And a flash. It really has.
Well, I have several things. When I feed the dinosaurs and when I helped Marlo build the fence.
Being able to interact, buy and trade and that sort of thing.
And the music, I love the music. I love the music aspect of it, where you have to hit the notes and they do stuff.
Who's your favorite character that you've met so far? Mari,
Pippin.
Owen. Pippin?
Pippin. I like buying Poppins.
Okay, yeah.
Looking forward to getting on those carrots off the granny.
Yes,
next.
very important that gets done.
Oh my god, actually, it's so great. And I can't wait for it to come out in the time. I'd also play that quite happily. I'm just gonna say, yeah.
So thank you very much for watching. This has been my mum Heather playing Paleo Pines for the first time ever. Thank you very much, Mum, for coming and doing this.
Very welcome. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I got to finally show you the dino game we always talk about. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was great crack.
That's good. I'm glad it was good crack. And that's the main thing. It's gotta be good crack.
It was great crack.
Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We'll keep playing.
We'll let you come back and play, I promise.
Okay, alright, okay.
This is all going to be edited together. Kevin is going to be watching this thing, so you can just be like,
he's going to watch all of this?
Yes.
Turn this off. Start again. Start again.
He can chop it. He's going
No,
to. He's going to
weirdos. Stop being weird. Start again.
Yeah. Oh dear.